Hello everyone and welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. It is the final
give it more gravitas.
Countdown. Oh, final
Thank you.
Of Last of the Summer WineHAMMER 2. We are coming at you live from Holmfirth at Holmfirth Gaming Centre. My name is Mikey. I'm joined by the lovely Tom. Hi, Tom.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Tom. Hellstorm Tom. Toast to Tom.
You might have noticed we changed angle. It's because we wanted to show you more of the venue. You know?
We did. We wanted to show you some lovely people who are hanging around the box tables. That's what it is.
I was way too far away from the camera and I really didn't like it. I needed to be more in shot.
Okay.
Because I'm quite big-headed. You know.
So basically it's all about you. Yeah, this entire channel is just about you. We're just here for the ride. It's true though, isn't it? It's true.
Did you expect any different? Well, thank you very much for tuning in. This is the final. This is Harlequins. Expected.
Of course it is, yeah.
Orks?
Oh, sorry, what?
Orks? Very awkward.
Hold on, where's the crash symbol? Ba-dum-bum. There we go. Just for you.
We've got Harlequins versus Orks. These both players on 4 wins.
Yes.
The Blood Axe player, Paul, taking now double Custodies on his way up to the top table right now.
Who knew that Orks were the kryptonite to Custodies? Maybe this is where we've all been going wrong.
Nobody knew.
Custodies don't need a nerf. We just need to get Orks out of the cupboard. That's what it is.
Nobody knew that, exactly. So, very exciting game lined up.
Yep.
Both fantastic players. Mike Porter, who won the last time we covered an event. He was on top table and then won. Can he do it again? Or are these Blood Axes, these sneaky little boys, going to come in and ruin his day? Let's find out. Let's go have a look at the table. Hello, we've got Harlequin starting the first turn, so we're going to have to run through the list when there's a bit of downtime.
Yeah.
But the mission is Tide of Conviction today. So as you can see, a weird deployment of those objectives, Dawn of War style.
Yes, yeah, very Dawn of War.
Exciting.
It has a really aggressive mission secondary though, this one.
It does.
It's called Overrun. So basically, you need to take an objective in your opponent's side of the board for 2 points.
Okay.
And the one in their deployment zone is worth 4 points. Oh. So you need to be like super speedy, super aggressive, and fight them off their own objectives, basically.
So. Okay. So the primary being domination as well. Hold 2, hold 3, hold more, which is very rough. Very rough indeed. So, a very interesting turn of events.
Yes, absolutely. And look at all... do you know what I love? Look at how they're all lined up, the Orks, just like ready, hiding behind the buildings, ready to go hell for leather. There's squig buggies in there. Looks like there's some squig hog boys and stuff like that. Right. Maybe like a smasher squig and everything. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a showdown between the Orks and the Harlequins in this game.
Let's hope so. Again, both these players 4-0 going on to win. One of them are going on to win the event.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Hopefully. There is another... We had Dylan on last game, who is on 4 wins as well.
Yep.
He's been pared down because there's only 3 winners, so maybe he could come and leapfrog later.
He's against Matt Robertson, though. And we know...
So another Harlequins list.
Yes, who just went on to lose by 1 VP against Mike Porter. So that's how close that game was. It's not going to be an easy ride for him, is it?
Not an easy ride at all. Speaking of Mike, while he's moving, let's have a very quick run through his list.
Yes. I mean, it's going to be quite quick because 9 of them are Void Weavers, Mikey, so hopefully we can do this very fast.
Exactly. So he's using light Sadith for Harlequins. That is transhuman on the hit rolls. That's what it is. You can't hit on better than a 4+. Now they're Orks. They only hit on a 5 anyway.
Orks are just going, well, you might be a blur of light, mate, but we can't hit anything to save ourselves.
He'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a Shadow Seer with Mirror of Minds as a Witchfire. He's got the Mirror Architect. He's got Twilight Pathways to move again. And a Shadow Stone. He's got a True Master with a foot in the future and maybe a foot in the past. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
A Harlequin's Kissed. He's a Player of Light with a Favored of the Laughing God, a Warlord with Kegorak's Rose. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of troops with blades, with plasma grenades. They've got a Caress in there as well. And a Kiss to go with it.
Yes.
A Caress and then a mild kiss straight after.
I mean, both of them sound gorgeous, but in actual fact, they kill you. So, you know.
They quite kill you. He's got Death Jester with Favor of Kegorak as well, with Harvester of Torment, with Champion of the Eldari being on there for 1 CP, getting that, doing all the things, doing all the shenanigans, doing all the Death Jester things. He's got Solitaire with Prince of Sins.
Ooh.
Solitaire being very good with that Blitz for once per game. He's got 1, 2, 3 units of 3 prismatic cannon equipped Void Weavers.
Yes, and if you're wondering which ones those are on the table, those are the black ones, currently huddled in the middle.
These ones here?
Yes, so the pink ones are Star Weavers, and we'll get onto those in a second. So Void Weavers, we're already into the shooting phase as well, and is about to start doing some Void Weaver shots, so we'll jump into that very shortly. But Mikey just finished off the list with those Star Weavers.
So 3 units of Void Weavers and 4 Star Weavers, little pinkies. So they're having a great time as well. Massive shout out to the staff of this venue. They've just dropped off a tea and coffee for us.
Yes,
because we have an exciting game coming up now, so we do need to be able to stay on our game. Speaking of game, Mikey's playing Assassination, kill some characters, Stranglehold, Hold 3, and more. Now this is a 6 objective mission. That's going to be tough.
He's going to have to make sure he shoots or kills Paul off one of those objectives.
Exactly, yeah. Now the objectives do feel quite out in the open, but for that the tertiary of this mission, he is going to have to grab one of those objectives anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense. And then a deadly performance, which is a Harlequin secondary.
And what does that one know? Do you not know, Mikey?
I'm not sure. So let's talk about Paul's list.
Yeah, let's do Paul.
Let's talk about Paul's list now. 1 second. Let me get it up for Tom while I find out exactly what that secondary does.
So, Paul has stumped us all. He's brought blood axes. Could he have found the new meta? Do we know? So, he's kicking off with... Well, he would be kicking off, but my list is just... There it is. So, we've got a Nob on Smasher Squig. He has the Beast Gob, which is an aura. I'm going to assume that... I've got no idea what that is, but that sounds incredible. Stratagem to the big boss, and he's giving him extra gubbins as well. He also has another HQ, which is a Beast Boss on Squigosaur. Arda's Nails, Beast Hide Mantle, and that is the Warlord. Also has a Werboy, Roar of Mork, Spirit of Gorks, that's the Psyker, effectively. Troops, you've got 10 Beast Snagger Boys, which I'm going to assume will just be for maybe holding some objectives and camping out somewhere.
They're quite tough.
Quite tough.
T5.
Nice. 2 squads of commandos.
Two slugger.
Yeah, so 2 5-man squads of commandos. These are really good at like infiltrating, aren't they?
They are.
Some shenanigans and stuff like
that. They're quite good.
Fast attack, Squighog Boys. 2 squads of 5, so 10 in total there. Now into an Outrider detachment. These are blood axes as well. Obviously, you can't mix them anymore.
You sure can't.
With a weird boy there, a few psychic powers and a few buffs with strats and stuff. A squad of Mega Knobs. Is that 5 Mega Knobs there?
It sure is.
Power
5
claws,
Mega Boys.
Custom shooters. I can't wait to see what they do. Fast attacks, we've got 3 Deathcopters, 3 Megatrack Scrap Jets, 2 Rucker Truck Squig Buggies, and 2 squads of 5 Storm Boys. This list is never ending.
Yep. And 6 bikers.
There you go.
And thank you to Pizza Profit for donating. Going to sleep. Good night, lads. Have a good one. Really appreciate it. And because you just donated, you're entered into the giveaway for our Eldritch Omens box set, which we're giving away at the end of this game.
Yay.
So if you do want to win this box set, !win in chat to find out how. Every £2 donated or becomes a member today will get a chance to win this bad boy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So I just wanted to say for Mike, his deadly performance is going to be... He scores 3 points if he completes 2 of the following.
Okay.
There's 4. If a Harlequin unit controls an objective that you did not control at the start of the turn, which he's done. Harlequin unit from your army is wholly within your opponent's deployment zone, which is not done this turn. 2 or more enemy units were destroyed by ranged weapons, and 3 or more were destroyed in melee. So, he's got to fulfill 2 of those criteria every turn to get 3 points.
Nice.
It's quite good. It's hold objectives and kill stuff, which is what you're going to be doing anyway. So it feels like an auto-take secondary. So, Paul's secondaries today are engage on all fronts, so be all over the board. Each quarter will get you 2 points if you're in 3, or 3 points if you're in 4. Retrieve that Monday. So is he making spreadsheets or Excels today?
I don't know. What do Orks do? They just carve in walls, don't they, really?
Yeah, so maybe they're doing PowerPoint presentations.
Yeah, I feel like maybe PowerPoint's the level of their talent.
Hieroglyphs and the caves.
Anything fancier than that, they'd struggle with.
Yeah, and then they're using Psychic Interrogation as well.
Yeah.
Psychic Interrogation, cast the power, get those points.
So I'm just bringing this up. So we're halfway through the shooting phase already. You'll see, Mikey, that there's a big hole at the top right. Okay, loads of the Beast Boys on the Squigger Hog things have been deleted already by Void Weavers, yeah?
Then Void Weavers shooting straight through.
Yeah, at least a squad of those gone, and now the last remaining squad of 3 Void Weavers is able to target the Beast Boss on Squigosaur himself. So
God.
I think we're seeing some dice rolled up for that currently.
Is that across here by the looks of it?
Yeah, so it looks like it's him there, right in the corner, top right.
Wowza, okay.
So it looks like Mike been quite aggressive early on against Paul, thinking like, right, I'm going to send my Void Weavers out, pick on some hog boys.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense if he can get early damage through. That just means that Paul's not going to be able to retaliate quite as easily in the later turns. So it makes sense to go for it nice and early. As you can see there, if you just turn the dice off in just a second, that Beast Boss just here.
Just there, so that's the top right.
Healthy. It looks like he's starting to get hit. He's taking some damage from those Void Weavers shooting straight over past the beer into the beer.
Yeah, those prismatic cannons are just so strong.
They're so efficient. Harlequin's the new enemy, the new bad guy.
Yes, you know, and
the new meta.
Just think that, like, also little stuff like shuriken going, like, you managed to get some line of sight with some shuriken shots as well.
Yep.
All these things, just weight of dice against orcs, which don't have great saves. They just really add up early on, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. So, and the thing is with the Harlequins, they just have the speed to get line of sight early on. You know, they can just fly pretty much everywhere. It's just like you just can't hide from them, and they've got so many boats to fly onto objectives as well that they can just fly over, grab an objective, jump out, see round buildings, because a lot of armies don't have the speed that the Harlequins have.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. So, it looks like now Mike is lining up some shots on some wall bikers as well. Maybe trying to take off some of his speed and utility early game.
Makes sense. Again, kill the speed to win the speed. You know? Speed freaks, you know?
Yeah.
It's fast and furious.
Yeah.
It's too fast and too furious sometimes.
So, you'll be able to see this as well. Right, if you're watching right now, top left objective, you'll see there's a little dot. That is the Solitaire right in front of the Devcopters. Yeah.
Oh my God, what a G! What a G. We'll be able to get an angle on the Solitaire, maybe. We'll see. That'll be very nice.
Already three warbikers dead from shooting.
Oh
You'll be able to see them behind the Devcopters at the top left.
Is this bad deployment? Is this Mike being super aggressive and going for it early on?
Well, obviously the deployment is Dawn of War for this, yeah, which means that you are effectively as close as can be in a deployment zone, right? Pretty much, apart from the middle one.
No, it's about average. It's about right.
Average.
Yeah, 24 inches apart. That's like normal.
Oh, so
maybe some deployments like Search and Destroy where you're only 18 inches or even 17 inches away.
Yeah.
So no, this is like you can't be the furthest away because obviously Hammer and Anvil's the best one to stay far away. But that's
what I'm saying. He doesn't have that space to retreat back.
Yeah.
Let Mike come to him to then retaliate. He's had to basically just sort of backline behind buildings, hasn't he? So
yeah,
that's all he can do.
Wowzer. Okay. What a start. What a start. Look, both these players just not holding back. A chess clock, as you can see, just on the left of the screen.
So you'll be able to see Solitaire has just charged the Devcopters through the building. No Overwatch. Straight through. Devcopters look like they might be mulched.
That Solitaire, has it blitzed this turn? Do we know?
I don't think the Solitaire has blitzed unless we hear an update from our table bosses.
Okay, wowzer. Okay, not holding back whatsoever, you know? Crazy. Again, on a chess clock, they're just not holding back.
Solitaire has blitzed. He's gone for it turn one because that's giving him the extra speed. Also, that
might get him a deadly performance of being in his deployment zone turn one.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And kill something in combat.
Yeah, that's a really good point, that.
Yeah.
Obviously, overrun as well he has to think about in later turns. I don't think he'll be able to get it this turn, but he's not... Well, unless he can stay on that objective, maybe? I don't know, we'll see.
I don't think he'll be able to. No. I don't think he'll be able to with that one, no. But he's grabbed an objective that's outside his deployment zone. He's already grabbed these two, so he's holding 3. So no stranglehold this turn, I don't imagine. But we'll have to see. Very interesting turn 1. Very, very interesting. It is breakneck speeds over here. I would imagine
as well, commandos are probably in reserve as well, so he probably will have a bit of utility to come on from Paul.
I think he's put them in reserve. Exactly. So, yeah, breakneck speeds in this game. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. We'll be trying to get updates on the table throughout, the other tables throughout, because obviously we have another table that could potentially take the win for this event. But there you go, the Solitaire chilling in that building. You can just see his cape in that second window. He wants to murder some Devcopters.
So far, the Solitaire just removed 1 Devcopter. Okay, so, I mean, squad of 3, 1 down, and we know that Devcopters get a bunch of attacks back, so we'll see if Solitaire can...
3 attacks per attack they have, so 6 attacks at least, so there's going to be 12 attacks going straight back in.
Looks like we're just rolling those ones up now.
Sure are. Very interesting indeed. What an interesting game.
So 4 wounds through currently on the Solitaire.
Looks like he's bossed them all.
Yeah.
Bossed them all. 3 plus in 1 on the 10 blitzers. To the end of the battle round, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to be able to stand there, soak up a lot of firepower. Yeah. But the problem is that Paul is going to have to remove that Solitaire.
He's got to deal with him.
So even that 3-up save is just going to be like, I'm going to have to get through this, but then he's not shooting at Void Weavers. So it's very much like a bit of a trade, isn't it? If you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. They're just like, they've not even given us a break. We've only just finished a list and we've already got brutal murder.
Literally, the elves don't wait for anyone, do they?
This is Warhammer, everyone. Welcome and thank you very much for tuning in today. Good morning or good afternoon, even. Broadside Wargaming, hope you're doing well. Balrog says, wah. Mexol says, Orks never lose, so this game is over as soon as the first Dakar is in the air. I read that.
That's very Orkish.
It is, yeah. Everyone rooting for the Orks. Let's find out exactly who people would like to win. Who would you like to win this game? Obviously, we've seen an early lead from Mike, scoring deadly performance and stranglehold. Is he holding 4 objectives? Oh, he's holding 3 and more.
3 and more, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously Paul's only got 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So that makes sense. Yeah, I'm being silly. I always think with 6 objectives, you need to hold 4, but obviously he's not on the objectives yet. So nice early lead for Mike. Stranglehold and that deadly performance.
Yes.
Kill a unit, fly over, do the things, be in the deployment zone. So fair play. Because he grabbed an objective he didn't have.
Yep.
And he's in the opponent's deployment zone.
Correct, yeah, exactly.
Well, let's go to Paul's turn. Paul trying to get engaged, Rod, and Psychic Interrogation. So very interesting.
It is. I'm guessing Psychic Interrogation, though, he only has 2 casters, does Paul. I believe he has a Wereboy and maybe something else in his Outrider detachment, which means that...
A Wereboy and a Wereboy.
The 2 Wereboys, yeah? So I guess that means that...
A Weird Boy and a Weird
Oh,
Boy.
sorry, a Weird Boy and a Weird Boy.
2 very different things, Tom.
Yes, they are. One of them is a Beast Snagger and one of them is just a normal Orc. But that means that if, let's say, Mike picks on those, that means that will shut that secondary down completely. He only has 2 different Psykers to be able to do that with. So we'll see what plays out with those. Maybe he'll have to play his Psykers very defensively. But one thing for sure is that Mike has plenty of characters to do Psychic Interrogation on. He's got Solitaires, he's got Death Jesters, he's got all sorts of stuff, hasn't he? So
yeah, exactly. So he's got plenty to play with. Solitaire right in his grill, so definitely in range for turn 1 Psychic Interrogation.
I think a Wereboy could run away and I can still Psychic Interrogate you, mate.
He could, for sure, that's true. John with the £10 donation. Thanks for the coverage. Thanks to you for that donation. So, again, you only get 5 entries for this bad boy.
You could win this, John. John,
you
could have your name on it.
You know, it's got an Autark, it's got some Shroud Runners, it's got
you like
some
Eldar,
Rangers.
John. You like the Drakari version, but you still like Eldar.
It's got some Chaos Marines you can put on eBay.
You'll get about 5 pence from me on eBay.
That's 5 pence more than he had.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But thank you, John. Thank you, everyone.
John, really appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you very much. Let's get John in that giveaway.
Yeah. So looking back at the table, it looks like we're heading into Paul's turn. He's doing some movement right now. We're seeing where he's putting some bits. Still only turn 1, guys, and a really fast turn there from Mike, but devastating on the shooting.
2 fast armies. Yeah. Coming in clutch, you know? It's exciting. It's very exciting. Yeah, it's just like no holds barred. It's just like they've got the Harlequins with their speed. They can just get in there, do the damage, and stop the opponent retaliating. Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to go for. Again, Harlequins are no joke. No slouch. Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, I guess like if you're Mike as well, you're thinking, well, I'm going to get shot by squig buggies out of line of sight anyway. So what's the point in me holding my void, other than holding my void weavers out of range, where they're not going to be able to do anything? Yeah. I'm just going to be like, well, I might as well put them in the middle, shoot at what targets I want, knowing I'm going to get shot anyway by squig buggies. Yeah. Yep.
The thing is, though, the void weavers will go down to void weavers. You know.
Yeah.
Can't re-roll against them.
Nope.
Because of the Mirage launchers.
Yes.
I believe. I think that's right.
Maybe.
I think so. Pretty sure that's right. Okay. -1 to hit.
Yeah, which we know is meaning that they're rating on 5s anyway.
The light. Yep. They can't hit on 4s or better.
Yep.
You know.
So I think the thing is with the void weavers is that like they will still have to a lot of shots be dedicated into them.
Yeah.
It's just
but the thing is with squig buggies, they're 2 damage, and the void weavers only have 6 wounds.
Yes.
They're very light.
Yeah.
They are horrible, but they're very light, and they are light because they're in Harlequins. Get it?
Yes.
Lady?
No.
Light.
Some beast snaggers are moving out, Mikey, because I didn't get your joke. Yay!
Excellent.
Beast snaggers. So they're all. It looks like there's some beast snagger boys in there, maybe.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've got to come out and they can get a nice early charge onto that objective, start being quite aggressive, which would be nice. Where are the lists? The lists are in the description, or you can type !lists in chat to see any list at this event. And just curious, why is an event called Last of the Summer being held in March? Well, it's actually called Last of the Summer WineHAMMER.
It is. That's because we're in Holmfirth, mate.
We're in Holmfirth, one of BBC's longest running comedy shows. 37 years with no breaks was aired on TV and exclusively filmed in Holmfirth, which is where we are in West Yorkshire. So
do you know the
it's some summer WineHAMMER? Get it? WineHAMMER.
Do you know the perks of this being round 5? That I never have to hear you tell that pointless fact ever again.
Unless we, you know, cover another event called Last of the Summer WineHAMMER 3, which is on the 17th of September this year.
Right.
Tickets on sale on the 28th of March.
Very nice.
So Marcus has told me there's a Facebook event already. So if you would like to come and check out Last of the Summer WineHAMMER 3, or maybe the next Summer WineHAMMER 3, come and check it out. There's another event happening.
So we have called a war turn 1. Okay, that means advance and charge. Okay?
I'm just saying I didn't hear him. I didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no Warhammer, so therefore it's not allowed. Banned, therefore instant loss. But the Beast Snagger boys have about a 4 or 5 inch charge to that Starweaver in the right of their board. And that Starweaver is shielding the Voidweavers.
Oh, and Scott Blanchett just become a member.
Yeah.
What a legend. Thank you very much, Scott Blanchett. Let me get you in that giveaway as well. You've got a chance to win that Eldritch Omens box set.
So it looks like, here you can see the Beast Snagger boys. If I turn that dice cam off, you'll be able to see those Beast Snagger boys. They came out to play, and it looks like they've got about, I think it was a 4-inch charge, that Starweaver.
Oh, really?
A wild call, so you can advance and charge. Nasty. It looks like we're about to do some crumping, as the Orks would say.
It's time for the crumping. I think Paul's just going to go, you know, you've been so aggressive with those Harlequins, I'm going to be equally as aggressive straight back at you with my Orks, and we're going to get crumping in combat. There you go. So you've got the... Starweaver.
Yep, that's
not
the Starweaver.
Starweaver. And you got the Voidweavers just chilling behind, 3 there, and then another 6 over there.
And just on your right, Mikey, with your pen, you'll be able to see some Mega Knobs have come out to play just at the top right.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We can just see them just up here. Mega Knob boys are coming to play.
Yeah, I've been told we can get a sexy, sexy shot, Mikey, of some Mega... There they are! In all their power claws, custom shooters, ready to crump some
Starweaver.
Not Starweavers, Voidweavers.
They won't look like they're going to be -2 to charge there because of that crater right in the middle, but there you go. -1 to hit and no rerolls to hit. That's true, that's true. And thank you very much for the £6 super chat from Balrock. What a babe. Really appreciate it. Time for some crumping.
Yes.
We're hopefully going to see some real good crumping this turn. And
how good is it to have Orks on the top table of a huge event? 50 people here. Blood Axes are doing the business. That's what I like to see. Still in movement phase for turn 1 here. This is for Paul. Deathcopters have just pulled out of combat with the Solitaire. Makes sense. I'm not going to lie.
Makes sense. Yeah,
and they've gone straight up the middle of the board as well. You'll be able to see that from the top down. So
yeah, exactly.
Just on the left of the L in the middle, you'll be able to see some Deathcopters getting out of dodge.
They've travelled this way like that, as you can see. You've got to, again, both players just being super aggressive. They're like, no, listen, lads. It's the last round. We're on the clock, right?
Our missus is phoning us saying we need to get home ASAP.
I want a trophy, so let's smash through this game. But thank you very much for tuning in. 69 viewers right now. Let's get some nice in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you for tuning in to our final game of the weekend. 5 games this weekend we've covered.
Yeah,
it's been 4. It's
been a whirlwind of fun.
It has
frolics and fantasticness. I was trying to think of another F, but I couldn't think of one off the top of my head.
Fantasticness.
I was going to
say flies.
I was going to say a very rude word, but I won't because it's definitely not true.
Well, there's been cliffhangers.
Yep.
You know, there's been redemption arcs. There's been peaks. There's been troughs. It's been everything. But more importantly, there's been excellent people in the chat. So thank you very much for hanging out with us this weekend. And thank you very much to Simone Conti. Love the commentary. Great job, guys. Well, great job to you for tuning in. So if you just tabbed out, you're painting, let us know what you're painting. If you want to tag us, you can tag us on Instagram at Hellstormwargaming or on Twitter at HellstormMikey. And you can also like the stream.
Mikey, nice. I've got some sneaky shenanigans from the table.
All right.
Okay, we have to be like, okay. So, Mike has just reminded Paul that he has a strat to move 6 inches away when a charge is declared against him, okay?
Ooh.
And he's just letting him know that obviously he could do it on the Beast Snagger boys charging the Starweaver, or he could do it on the Mega Knobs on the Voidweavers. So it's just one of those, who's going to bait who? Who's going to go on what? It's quite interesting, that. He's definitely going to do it, surely. Because obviously Paul as well, Paul as well, he's looking at engage. So he's thinking, can I get those Beast Snagger boys over the halfway line with a charge?
Yeah, that's the important one, right?
Can I get the Mega Knobs over the...
Mega Knobs can't get it because they'll be within 6 of the centre.
Yeah, so, but maybe they kill stuff and maybe pile around. Who knows?
So it's like, which one will take the bait? Which one will essentially bait out the Overwatch and then bait out the movement as well?
Yeah. So I think the Voidweaver's a prime target for the runaway. I wouldn't want them tied up in combat, personally.
No, that doesn't sound fun. It's going to be interesting, really interesting. But very good sportsmanship from Mike.
Yep.
The new book. Not many people know it. Just going, mate, just to let you know, I do have this stratagem in my back pocket, so make sure you play for it, you know?
Absolutely.
It's not like I'm not going to use it, but I am letting you know I will use it, so be careful. Choose your charges wisely, essentially.
Yes, absolutely. So Psychic Interrogation on the Solitaire has gone off, so that's a nice 3 in the Psychic phase for Paul.
There we go.
Just totting those points up. Yep.
You mind bullets, what are you going to do about it? Literally nothing. Fair enough.
Yep.
I mean, he does have a Shadow Seer, so he could deny it, but maybe it's not. I don't think he's in range at this point, so.
Warpath about to go off on the Mega Knobs, hopefully. It does go off by the looks of it, yep. Just missed that, but yeah, it does go off.
Of the buttons.
I am. I just love buttons. You know something, Mikey? You push my buttons, all right?
You push my buttons, just not the right ones.
Hey, what are you trying to say, actually? That was an insult. I'm a great commentator. Leave me alone.
I didn't say anything about that. I think you're a
all
great
right,
commentator.
we're into some shooting. Okay.
FaceTime. Okay.
Bikes.
What do you think the plan is for Paul here? What do you think the plan is?
Well, bikes into the solitaire in the top left to start with.
Bikes and solitaire. Spent some CP.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's going to be using that for, but I just saw his CP go down. So we'll find
okay.
out.
I don't know what the CP spend was for, but we'll find out very soon from the table.
We'll find out.
So this is just some shooters, some Dakar guns from the bikes.
Yep.
Into the solitaire. Obviously, that solitaire blitzed last turn, so it has a 3-up invulnerable save. Not that it'll matter too much, but, you know, we'll see. Hopefully, solitaire lives. A lot of weight of dice on this one. So it looks like 6 wounds there, guys. We're going to wait for Mike to roll some saves. Let's see if we can get a full shot of the saves. Here we go. Got 3 up, so it looks like he's failed 2. Only one. Needs some. Maybe. Phase 1 save. If you're just wondering why the dice comes from in, we're just repositioning it, guys. Gonna make it look sexy. Gonna make it look really, really awesome. This is on Mike as well, so if it goes wrong, we can just blame him. To the right! To the right! So it looks like Solitaire's lived so far. Again, it is only just some war bikers shooting into it. So... those Mega Knobs there as well. So maybe just eyeing up what those squig buggies can reach. So it looks like those squig buggies can reach those void weavers in the middle of the table.
That would reduce his charge, though.
Oh, it's a very good point.
Even more so.
Could he reach the back unit, maybe? Is that what he's trying to work out?
They are quite long range. I think they're like 36-inch range, you know. Yeah. I think he's got like he's quite happy in the middle of the board there. Holding the objective as well as being able to just hit anything on the board. So, very excited indeed. Very, very exciting. It's an interesting game, Tom. It's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting, I'd say.
Cool. So big guns from the squig buggies into the Star Weavers. Looks like the bottom 2 Star Weavers on the left.
Yeah, well, they're not units, so it'll be into one of them, but there you go.
And little guns, which are 24-inch range into the Void Weavers.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The longer cannon is 36, the smaller one is 24.
You do forget how much Dakar those Rucker trucks have. You know what I mean?
So the big cannon has 2d6, strength 5 minus 2 damage. Yep. The little one has 1d6, strength 5 minus 2 damage. The smaller one hits on 4s because it's manned by a grot. The other one hits on 5s.
Gretchen doing what Gretchen do good. Hitting on 4s, right?
They sure do. They're very good. Let's end this poll. It looks like 59% of people want Harlequins to win.
Ooh. All right. Where are Ork boys in chat? Come on.
I thought people liked Orks.
Yeah.
This is why we've got them on screen.
Well, I mean, also it happened to be the top table. It wasn't really a decision that we...
No, it's purely because of the Orks.
That's it. Right, okay. Just Orks only.
Who do you want to win?
Do you know something? I am a big Ork fan, yeah, but I
had that bot. We all had the bot.
The speed and the gorgeousness of that Harlequin army, yeah, doing its magic, its talent, its skill. I think
you're a sellout.
Oh right, okay.
I think you're a sellout. You're a glory supporter.
Look. I like meta chasing. All right, somebody hook me up with a Harlequin army right now, okay? I want to go to tournaments and win. I don't want golden custodies anymore.
Screw custodies. I'm a Harlequin player now.
I will swap to the next
like
hotness.
Where you're just like, I always love playing the narrative and just putting on the clown makeup.
Yes.
I'm a Harlequins player at heart. Are you a Harlequins player in chat? Let us know. How long? Let us know.
So it looks like we're doing some big guns from the Rucker trucks. Just about to roll some shots up.
Yeah, bringing 2 Rucker trucks is still really solid. 3's good, but 2's really solid, I'd say.
Right.
And you can't spam them anymore, so bringing a couple just to do the work is really, really nice. So, come on, boys, says George Bork and Strider coming in with support with the Blood Axe, as you can see. So, it should be interesting.
So, I believe there might have been a little switcheroo of targets here. These are actually going into the solitaire, these shots that are on the top left. Okay. Maybe he's like, look, 15 shots out
nice and early
into the solitaire right now, thinking maybe I need to try and shift that solitaire.
Yeah, I mean, the solitaire has like 5 or 6 wounds, so you only need to get 3 through and it'll kill it. So. And they just get a bunch of shots.
I also think the solitaire took a wound or 2 from some bikes.
Yeah, that's just true. So it'll be even easier to kill, you know?
So it looks like It looks like Mike just made all his saves. He even used the luck to re-roll one of them.
Oh, yes. And obviously, Mike's got those little pink little tokens just at the bottom to represent his luck re-rolls by the looks of it.
So it looks like he's only got 2 left, though, but still, keeping that solitaire alive.
Only 2 left for this battle round, Tom.
Yes, that is true. Yeah,
it's every battle round.
That's quite nasty, yes.
Now, it's quite interesting because we played Strike Force, you get 3 luck rolls, or 4, I think. And you can gamble for more. Okay?
Right.
You can roll up to 66. And if you roll them, and they're all unique, you get that many. So depending on how many dice rolls you get, you choose to do, and they're all unique results.
So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all different dice rolls.
You get 6 more luck re-rolls. But there's nothing saying you can't bet 1.
Yeah.
So you just bet to say you'll get 1. You roll the dice. The result is unique because it's 1 dice. So you automatically get an extra 1. The minimum plus 1.
Yeah. But it's great.
There's a little trick for Harlequin players if you don't know. So it's quite interesting. Again, you can just gamble to bet 1. Is this 1 dice going to be a unique result? Yes. Okay, here's another luck reroll. So, yes, I've always been a Harlequins player in the last 2 hours, says Simone.
So
Tom all day.
So the Shadow Seer, has done some, I don't know if it's a stratagem or an inbuilt trick, I'll find out from the table, on the Mega Knobs to shorten their rapid fire distance to 9 inches on their custom shooters.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which now means he can only target those Void Weavers at the front. That's all he can just about reach. Now, that was interesting. I don't know if that was a stratagem or if it was like a little thing he threw out.
Okay, interesting. I'm not sure on that one. I know the Shadow Seer naturally makes things count as 6 inches further away.
Right.
But I think the shooters are 18 inch. So
maybe, yeah, we'll find out. But basically, some shenanigans is going on there in the mid-table to basically just shorten that range of those rapid-fire guns.
Yeah, maybe stratagem. I don't think the Void Weavers have core either, so probably a strat. We'll find out, though. I'm sure we'll find out from the table. They'll give us a quick update exactly what happened there.
Straight to the charge phase horizon. Not even going to give you time to find that out, Mikey, because the bikes have gone into the solitaire at the top left, trying to finish it off after shooting failed.
No messing about.
Yep.
No messing about. So why would you? You're on top table. Right. You know? They've got to get in. They've got to be aggressive. Now, he's thinking about these charges. Obviously, he has the 6-inch redeploy stratagem when he charges. So I wonder if he's checking the charge range now and declaring whether he's going to charge there or into the Orks later.
Also, he's called a War, so advance and charge is very much an option. Both the Mega Knobs and the Beast Snagger boys advanced.
Yep. So Orks have here we go for a reroll, right?
Yeah, they do, yeah. Reroll charge, yeah. Here we go, lads.
Very consistent. Here we go. We're looking for a 7-inch charge by the looks of it.
Fine for the Beast Snaggers. I believe that was the Beast Snaggers.
Yeah, it was the Beast Snaggers. They're going in. Do we have a shot for the Beast Snaggers moving in?
Oh, cheeky.
I think we do. We'll find out.
There we go.
Moving in.
I have to say, cameraman abilities, top quality.
Great job, everyone. Yeah.
But we hope you're enjoying this top table final game of Last of the Summer WineHAMMER so far. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath, and the Orks love that. Orks always win.
They do. Yeah. They do always win. So I think that Starweaver's probably donezo, and also Paul will be securing that objective for himself. Potentially being able to tag some Void Weavers means he can't fly out and shoot without spending stratagems, you know.
Yep. Looks like 1 CP sent for the 6-inch retreat for the Void Weavers. We thought that was what was going to happen.
So before the Mega Knobs come in, Mike's spending that command point to be able to move them 6 to make that charge even further. So what's it looking like? It doesn't look like it's extended it a great deal.
No, but there is a crater there. There is a crater there.
Now, Orks do have a stratagem for Tide of Muscle to ignore the penalties.
Right, interesting. So
whether Paul will use that now, I think they're probably just double checking. It looks like an 8 or a 9-inch charge, maybe even a 10. Yeah. We're just guessing, but we'll find out with a big old dice roll that's coming on any second. I mean, they're just confirming.
Measuring it up.
That's a good way to do it, Paul. Well done.
I think it's somewhere between an 8 or a 9.
I think it's an 8. I'm going to say it's an 8. I've got no idea what it's going to be, but I say it's an 8.
So the same 7. So
7-inch charge. Tide of Muscle being spent, I imagine.
Yeah, looks like it. That CP counter has changed.
We'll find out from the table.
Mikey can confirm you were correct. Tide of Muscle being spent there, mate.
Look at me reading chat. Oh, that's a 6.
So I don't.
Here we go. Here we go.
7.
7.
That's what he said. That's what he said. So
he's made it, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, that's not good for Mike.
Boys.
It's time for That's not good. That's not a good sign for Mike. I'd say that.
Hey, I want to see some Void Weavers blown up. Look, I'm a new Harlequin player. I still know when something's broken, okay?
Hold on, Paul. Getting both those charges, even with that 6-inch move.
Yeah.
Still, I think the problem was there with Mike. The problem was is that it just didn't quite have the movement to get full 6 inches away. It's had to go sideways, which is not good. Yeah. That's the problem with using like units of vehicles, you know?
Yeah.
Units of vehicles. They sometimes block each other off, you know? You can't quite get far enough away. They're quite large models, so it's going to be interesting.
I would like to see these Megadovs run through 3 Void Weavers right now. I really would, because I think that then will shut down a lot of Mike's shooting, potentially.
Yeah.
It will then mean that Mike has to come out with some of his softer targets, some of his troops, some of his characters. And that's when maybe the Orks can claw these, because that turn 1 was brutal. Let's not kid ourselves.
As I said, Void Weavers.
Yeah.
So good at shooting. Strength 12, -4, 2d3 damage.
Yeah.
2 shots. All they've got the spread attacks, you know? Like 3d3 shots.
Yes.
What they aren't very good at is getting hit in combat. 4 plus in 1, 6 wounds.
Yep.
You've got Power Fists on there that you can bump to 3 damage. So, you got Power Fists on there, bump them to 3 damage. Just like chainsaw through them.
Yeah.
Crump them. Slice them.
You're enjoying the imagery of this, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah,
crump, squeeze. Yeah, I like it a lot, mate.
Yeah. Smash, crump, smash, grab, smash. That's what we're going to say.
That's it. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Top left is where we're starting the fight phase with the Warbikers into the Solitaire.
That makes sense. So that's happening up here.
So we're about to see them there. Look at those Warbikers. Thinking, I need to finish this Solitaire off. I believe the Solitaire on 4 wounds looking at that.
More than likely. Failed one of his saves. Oopa daisy. Oopa daisy.
Only takes 1 wound.
Only 1 damage.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Worth it, though. Worth it. That Solitaire's going to have to mulch back, though. Probably going to kill some bikes in return.
Now, I hate to say this, Mikey. Might use another one of his luck roll dice there to just ignore that.
Oh, look of the laughing god, would you say? Yeah. All them free rerolls. Again, we spoke about this in last game. The Solitaire, when it's blitzing, is so good. Yep. It's so hard to kill with that 3 plus in button. Imagine it with 3 rerolls. Yes. Up to 4 reroll saves a turn, at least.
I have decided I will be buying a Harlequins army at about 5 p.m. today.
I'm selling one.
How much you want?
More than RRP.
So, Warbikers to just go through it. The Knob did nothing, unfortunately, and he saved one from the actual Warbikers. We're now going the Beast Snagger boys into a Starweaver. Let's see
can we cut to the other camera?
I believe we can.
This one?
Yeah.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Bit too high. Bit too high. That's okay. We'll go back there in a minute. I'm sure it'll get readjusted. We've got
looks
the
like a
Beast
bit of a
Snagger
car
boys.
park in the middle there, doesn't it?
It is a little bit, but Beast Snagger boys going into there. Looks like I can see this little Beast Snagger boy and this Beast Snagger boy.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to be tagging some Void Weavers to make them even worse to shoot when they come out of combat. So
yes, that's a good shout.
I believe Harlequins have a stratagem to fall out and shoot, but you can't use it on all of them. Only 1 unit. There we go. Beast Snagger boys into that Starweaver. It does have a troop unit in there, though. So
yes.
Whether Mike's going to be able to get out is another question.
Yeah. So it looks like also Paul using 1 CP strat to pile in a bit further with those Beast Snagger boys. Just get that extra distance around. Yeah.
Get the wrap so the troops can't get out. That's that's a free kill then. Yeah. You know, it's a free kill. Interesting. Wow.
So that Starweaver initially put up as a bit of a shield, a bit of a buffer. You know what I mean?
Grab the objective, but now it might be spoiling his plans.
Yes, because it might have just given him the extra distance that he needs to just get onto that objective.
Yeah, that's 10 T5 bodies on the objective there.
Another stratagem spent.
Fast?
No. +1 to wound from the Beast Snaggers into that Void Weaver. Into the Starweaver, sorry. It's a stratagem.
Okay. I saw Mike change his stratagem at his CP as well, though. So.
And Mike has just combated that with lightning reactions. So
I was right.
You were. There you go.
Yeah. I didn't even know. Wow.
It's like you know what you're talking about.
Almost. There you go. Quite a few hits through. Quite a few wounds. So losing those classic Orc dice. Here's some saves. Looks like he fails just the 1.
Yeah.
Just the 1. That's not
Beast Snagger boy's not got what it takes there, maybe?
Doesn't look like it. But being able to wrap in, get nice and cozy on that objective, maybe tag the Void Weavers.
Yes, yeah.
This is more attacks?
This is the rest of the attacks now, yeah.
I'm guessing all of the attacks.
That was, I was writing the Beast Snagger boys off a bit early there, weren't I?
5 wounds to go. Look at all those hits. Here we go.
Come on. Come on, Paul.
Beastie Boys. Let's get the Beastie Boys in town, you know what I'm saying?
Boys are back in town. But no, stop singing.
That's not Beastie Boys, is it?
No, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Beastie Boys are?
No, but just leave me alone, all right? 6 wounds, 6 saves. Oh,
it's failed all 5. That could be a dead Starweaver. Could be a dead Starweaver.
Is it going to get lifted out?
Is he going to get a look? Is he going to laugh like the look of the laughing guy? He is, and he fails!
Oh.
All the guys getting out, one of them dies on the way out.
That's fine, I can take that.
But that is a dead Starweaver. That's very good for Paul. Let's see how these guys pop out now. Obviously, we can look at the close-up, but now we need to see the top-down to see really how these guys are going to be placed. Now, they could go up.
So he's trying to position them so they're not automatically destroyed because he obviously...
He doesn't have a lot of space.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of space.
He's obviously conscious that there are a couple of those beast egg boys that he needs to stay away from to legally disembark them.
Now, Tom, don't mean to alarm you, but he could go up a level.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's within 3 of the model.
Yes.
And it's a Star Weaver, so he measures to the model, I believe. So he could go up a level, but I don't know if Mike realizes that yet. Interesting.
Ah, so the Death Jester was in there as well, so the Death Jester's got out.
Oh, shit, okay. Death Jester has to come out first then to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah. That's what he was doing. He was just putting the Death Jester in, then the troop around.
So it's like emergency disembarkation, maybe? Within 6 rather than within 3? Potentially.
Not something I've heard from the table yet, but we will find out if emergency disembarkation... that word.
Because that's not within 3.
Okay.
Not all that unit is, anyway. So, very interesting turn of events. So it looks like Paul's going to go for the Consolidate now.
Yep.
But is he going to tag the Void Weaver? It looks like he is.
There we go.
We'll find out momentarily. He doesn't want to engage those clowns because they will hurt him. But there you go, there you go. Looks like the tag on the Void Weaver by the looks of things. They look pretty close. I'd say they're likely
unless there's talk of him just trying to tag the Death Jester.
Well, that'll stop him shooting anything else.
Yeah.
We'll stop shooting. Can't shoot in combat, so makes sense.
Oh, we've lost one of the cameras.
Oh dear. Camera got booted. One of the cameras got booted. Then we go to the right camera now. We can see this next combat. Oh, that's the same combat.
Same one. Just looking at where they've all positioned themselves. So they're sort of on the objective, still sort of shielding it off a little bit.
Yep. Obsec on the objective.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they have tagged the Void Weavers, but I'm sure we'll get confirmation.
Yep. Meganobs time now, though. Got to love a bit of crumping from the Meganobs with power claws.
So the Meganobs here on this side of the board into some Void Weavers in turn 1. That's not good.
No, it's not.
Not good for a Harlequin player.
However, let's not kid ourselves. Harlequin's deleting a lot of Squigog boys, deleting lots of Death Copter, some other bits and pieces.
Exactly.
So both of these armies are very brutal.
Exactly. It's not the Beastie Boys, it's the Bestie Boys. And all the Bestie Boys, everyone in chat, as well as Bestie Ladies. And anything else. So thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. So lots and lots of attacks coming in from the Mega Knobs. Lots of hits with those power claws. All equipped with power claws, Tom.
Yes.
You know? D5, 3 wounds. Chonkers. It's going to be like 3s to wound now. Okay, that doesn't look like a lot of wounds. I hope he's got some more dice coming in. That looks like 4 wounds.
Yeah, looks like maybe 4 there. 4 saves incoming.
Here we go. Mike has 1 look at the Laughing God
5.
left. There's a reroll and he fails. So that is going to be like, I think they're 2 damage each. Potentially 3. We'll find out.
2 damage each there.
2 damage each.
I think rolling for some explosions here maybe on the Void Weavers. First one doesn't explode, looking at that.
Okay, so I must have done some damage on the way in then on that unit. Because they have 6 wounds each.
Yep. And I think one will take some damage as well. I think they rolled a few extra, I believe, but we'll see.
Yeah, we must have clicked a few, that's all. That's okay. There you go. You can see the piling now for the Mega Knobs. Getting on that objective as well, is it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like they're all piling on going, we want to scrap. We want to scrap next.
Scrap time, lads. Onto the objective. Actually chilling. And in combat with those Void Weavers, so they ain't fighting this turn.
So just doing a bit of Void Weaver fighting back.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. So what an interesting turn from Paul, round 1.
Actually, this is the Solitaire into some Warbikers top left. See if the Solitaire can clear them up.
Are the Warbikers going to die? That's the question.
Yeah. Oh, not a great roll there, maybe. Looks like he failed to. Rerolling one of them.
There you go. 5 wounds. Minus loads. Yeah. 2 damage.
Warbikers probably just been picked up. We'll see. Oh.
There it is. 2 bikes down. Only 1 left.
There'll be the boss. Mega boss. Whatever guy. What's the knob? That's it. It's the knob, innit? What's the knob? Yeah. Literally answered my own question. Knob on biker. He's left. Yeah.
But wow, what a first turn from both of these players. Super aggressive.
It feels like we've not had chance to sort of like come up for air. You know what I mean? We've just been like, this is happening.
Non-stop.
And this is happening, you know?
Non-stop, exactly. Wowzer.
Who do you want to win, Mikey? I've not asked you yet. Come on.
I want the Harlequins, but you're rooting for the Harlequins. I'm rooting for Paul. Orc time. It's time for crumping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It's time for crumping. It's exciting.
So they're just adding up scores for turn 1 for both of these. They're just doing a few secondaries and working out what Paul gets for his turn 1.
Sure.
He didn't. One thing to note, he didn't R&D this turn. He just said basically, I need to forget R&D this turn, and I need to try my best.
Yeah, because Mike was so aggressive, he has to just retaliate. Yeah. Just like, which is going to hold him up later on. He's going to rod 2 more times, at least. You know?
Yeah, he's got to get any points on the board. He's got to rod at least twice. Yeah. So. That research and development needs doing at some point, Orks. I know you're very like aged and in the past with your tech, but it needs to be done. All right.
Exactly. So yeah, very exciting turn 1. Very back and forth.
Yep.
I don't think either player are in a very dominant position right now, because obviously Mike going in, killing a bunch of stuff turn 1.
Yep.
But then equally losing a bunch of stuff turn 1 and in combat with Void Weavers.
So I believe some mortal wounds done on some Beast Snagger boys there, maybe from the Death Jester.
Potentially? Is it not still Paul's turn?
That was the Death Jester, just doing some absolute smashing of, I think, 4 Beast Snagger boys there taking off.
Must be really good in combat then, right?
Yeah, must be, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's very similar to like Morgan Ra, where he's actually like equally good as shooting as in combat. They're very similar. So
he walks around with a huge gun, but in actual fact, he's better off kicking people. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, wow, quite interesting. Quite an interesting turn of events. Maybe tagging the Death Jester wasn't the best idea at this point.
Maybe he's just thought it's easier to wrap, maybe, a Death Jester because of the base. Try and keep him in combat because the Void Weavers could just take...
Yeah, but he's right in the building, though, so he could have just jumped straight up anyway. So maybe it was worth just tagging the Void Weavers and having done with it and just hoping for the best. But we'll have to see. These two players are both on 4 wins, so maybe they know more than us. We're just here to talk rubbish, you know?
Yep.
So I shall get an update quickly. What's just happening at this point?
I think that also he tagged the troop as well that got out of that Star Weaver, so I feel like they're also fighting back there now as well. So I feel like some Beast Tiger boys could be in a world of hurt. So
I don't think that was the best idea.
No, unless there would there be a reason? Could he have shut the movement down for those troop later on, or
he gets to fight first next round?
Maybe.
It looks like a lot of the old Orks are going to be holding their tails and running back home in a second.
Yeah. Would those troops been able to fall out and recharge? Do Harlequins have that? Would he just trying to maybe slow some mobility down?
Now, he can't wrap the troop, that's for sure, because they have like flip belts, so they ignore movement over models. They can fly over, basically. I'm not sure why he will have tagged the troops unless he thought he could survive the storm, but it doesn't look like he has. They're managing 2 damage, so...
Wow. He's literally eating through Beast Snagger boys for breakfast.
Literally eating Beast Snaggers for breakfast, yeah, exactly. So, interesting. Doesn't look like those Void Weavers are in combat anymore.
No.
Which is very bad.
Yes.
Very, very bad.
I believe those Beast Tiger boys would still shut him down from getting that objective at the start of his turn, though, because it looks like he's just towing on with 2 of them.
He's got one of them on there at least.
And I believe that's the Death Jester, so at least...
He's obviously obsec, so he's fine. Death Jester not being obsec won't be able to score on that point, so he's grabbed that one. But I don't think that was the best idea.
No.
Maybe he had to tag the Death Jester to get the Void Weavers, and then it's just kind of all faltered over. Very interesting turn of events in that one. That one surprised me. That one really surprised me, Tom.
So turn 1, he's getting all of the points for engaging all fronts. He's in every single table quarter.
He sure is.
He's got 3 because he did Psychic Interrogation.
Yep.
He didn't R&D this turn, so he has that to worry about for the next 4 turns if he wants to max it out.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go into Mike's turn 2. Getting a point on for getting a CP.
Yep.
Now he holds 1 objective now.
Yes.
So no domination points this turn. So that, even though Paul did struggle with those Beast Snaggers, he did hold that objective to stop Mike getting any points for domination.
Interesting. So was that like was that an educated gamble, maybe, to just be like, look, I'm going to throw caution to the wind and stop you getting the primary first for the second turn?
Slows him down for getting Stranglehold as well, because now he's got to deal with those Mega Knobs and the Beast Snagger to be able to get any Stranglehold, you know? So, but Paul isn't holding any other objectives. That is the problem.
Yes. However, Paul did actually bag himself 2 overrun points because he's now holding an objective in Mike's side of of the board, basically. It's not his home objective for a big 4, but it is 2. So.
It's on its way, though. It's definitely on its way. So the Void Weavers looking at it coming out. They might be able to get a line of sight on those Ruckers. That's not very good. That's a big yikes.
We'll have to see. It looks like that would be the play, wouldn't it? Because those Rucker trucks did a lot of hurt last turn, didn't they?
Yeah, they carry. They definitely carry. So it looks like they'll be able to get line of sight over those Rucker trucks, which is going to be very bad for Paul. The Harlequins just having the speed. Again, maybe we could have tried to hold them in combat for a little bit, just so they couldn't fly out and not even have to spend any CP or anything. Just, fly out, kill the Ruckers. That'd be very bad. Very bad news for Paul.
So... looks like Looks like Mike is just a bit worried at the moment of screening out Paul because he has scrapjets in reserve. He has commandos in reserve. He's got a few things in reserve, and he's just thinking, right, what can I use? Because I know that things are got to come in next turn pretty much, yeah? Or the turn after, whatever it is. He needs to just start screening them out.
Exactly, yeah. So the second wave of Orks, you know? The second wave will be coming in.
There we go. That is the line of sight.
Void Weavers looking over into those Rucker trucks on the right-hand side of the board. This could be brutal.
Prismatic cannons will pick Rucker truck squig buggies up. Let's not kid ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Only 8 wounds, 2d3 damage, 2 shots. I think they don't have an invuln. So
no. They rely on hiding because they don't need line of sight. So they just go, well, if you can't see me, unless you've got out of line of sight shooting, then you can't hurt me. But
when Mike's had like 32 inches of movement to play with in the first 2 turns, moving 16 every time, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Let us know if you're enjoying the coverage so far, guys. Lovely to see so many names of people in the chat. Again, this is final game of the entire weekend. This is top table stuff, all right? You are watching 2 incredibly talented Warhammer players go at it, and it's going to probably be a 4 or 5 turn game. It's going to go right to the wire.
I don't think Mark Paul's out of it yet. I think he's in a really dominant position. I think Mike's going to hit back quite hard, but then we're going to have to see just how well Paul can hold it out. You know?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Looks like those troop that got out of the Starweaver the Beast Snagger boys dealt with have just gone forward, and you'll be able to see they just touched onto the objective at the top right there.
Yeah, we just saw them, so they're holding this objective now.
That is also overrun points as well to bear in mind because he's taken an objective in Paul's territory.
True.
So
very true, very true. So Mike being in a really strong position. Again, it's going to be interesting to see how Paul combats this now. See, it's going to be interesting because Mike, I think, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage this turn. Falling back with the Void Weavers there. Putting themselves in a position where they could probably just shoot them again. I believe there's a strategy to fall out and shoot. We will find out from the table when it gets spent.
It looks like as well those Mega Knobs are going to be target priority because they know how to delete things.
For the Harlequins. They need to die. They really need to die.
Again, we have to remember, we've not seen much of the troops yet actually coming out of the Starweavers on the board. So it's all right popping the Starweavers open. You then have to deal with the contents, and that's half the battle against Harlequins, isn't it? So
exactly. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I think the Orks still have it in them to deal with it. Paul still has quite a lot on the board. He's got quite a lot in reserve.
Again, scrapjets coming in are
they are
nails.
no joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are no joke. He called a war, so he's still got loads of AP, but you know, AP doesn't matter too much into the Harlequins, so just get that attack instead. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting.
Can we just give a shout out to somebody with the coolest name I've ever seen in chat? Strider Ragnarsson. I believe I'm hoping I've said your name right.
Ragnarsson.
That is a great name. Just saying. Thank you so much for tuning in, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Again, let us know who you're watching from. That'd be really cool. Again, it's really exciting.
If I could get a shot of that Solitaire, because I believe the Solitaire is making his way over towards the Rucker
trucks. Maybe his way downtown walking fast.
Okay.
Tom just stalled.
Look,
so he's just going over for those Rucker trucks by looks in it.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? So that Solitaire basically thinking, I know, I'm going to go and mess with some trucky boys.
Trucky boys, exactly. We'll find out. We'll get a shot on them on left or right.
I don't know. It's not. We haven't got a shot of Solitaire just yet, I'm afraid.
It is behind the building and Ruckers, to be fair, so that's fair enough.
Still movement phase, turn 2. It's going to be brutal again, this shooting phase, when we get into it. Looks like we are about to move into shooting as well.
I just realised our cameraman was disappeared.
so
cameraman was decided to go to the bathroom in the heat of battle. Terrible.
So when we were asking for a different camera angle, Elliot was in the toilet going, We've got
a really interesting camera angle from now. But we'll try. We'll try now.
We've got 3 luck dice to use this turn.
Dear. Those luck dice so brutal. Just basically 3 free command points. That's basically all it is.
Right, we've got Void Weavers going into Rucker Truck Squig Buggies, everybody.
Oh dear.
That looks like the heavy shot to me. 6 shots.
It sure does. So we have to roll a couple at a time now because they have 8 wounds each. I don't think we have a save. There's the damage. That's 3 damage.
3 wounds on the first one.
Another 3, that's 6.
Yeah. Another 3 there.
And then there's the 8.
8.
That's 8 damage so far. That's 1 dead. Another one's going to take another 4. And is there any more? I think that's it.
So 1 gone, I believe.
1 gone.
And
does
1
he
on.
explode? No, he does not. So that's 1 Rucker gone and 1 taking 4 wounds. 1 down to 4.
That's good. That's good. I think that's a nice start. Oh, at least destroying one of those. That's cutting down half of its shooting power.
Oh, they've got 9 wounds on Squiggy Buddies, not 8. My apologies. My apologies. So still killed 1.
Yep.
Which is good.
I believe this is just going to be some shuriken maybe into those squig buggies as well, if table can confirm.
That makes sense.
We will find out very soon. So, going to be another brutal turn of shooting, and one thing that we can guarantee is that some of those troop will be probably trying to get into combat. We know that those mega knobs are going to be picked on quite heavily in the middle of the board. It's going to be quite brutal. Paulie's going to have to roll some hot saves, I think, or hope for the best.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Looks like that Rucker's getting damaged as well, and he's going to have to deal with a solitaire as well.
Yep.
That's not good. And his blast weapons can't shoot in combat either, so he's going to have to fall back next turn. Brutal.
Mr. Rucker Trug only has 2 wounds left.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah.
Oh, dear.
We
That's
have
a shame.
other Void Weavers that haven't shot yet, shooting their Death Copters on the left of the board, just on the near that L. So
yeah, sure,
-1 to hit, unfortunately, but still trying to just trying to pop those off.
There you go. There's the Death Copters just there, just chilling next to that L-shaped building. Yeah, it's going to be a brutal turn for the Orks. They're going to have to like really start bringing it back this next turn, or it might be all over for them quite early on.
Starweaver just adding some shuriken fire to the mix and just trying to deal with those Death Copters as well. Obviously, if you just joined us, guys, the Star Weavers are the pink ones, the Void Weavers are the black ones. Hence why you see the Void Weavers hanging around in little groups of 3, or... Well, 1 Void Weaver's dead, so 1's a group of 2. So...
Oh, dear.
Yes. Still way too many Void Weavers on the board for turn 2, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Paul would like to see this many Void Weavers, to be honest.
No.
So. And the next James says, "Get him, Paul, you handsome devil." He's sure he's a handsome devil, but he's trying his hardest, but he's getting a bit brutally murdered right now. So hopefully when the Orcs reserves come in, it changes the tide of conviction on this battlefield. You like that?
I do like that.
The mission's called Tide of Conviction. Do you get it? Tide of Conviction on the battle. All right, Tom.
Thanks. I don't know what you want me to do. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to laugh hysterically?
I want you to laugh hysterically right now. That was horrid. That was terrible.
We've got a few light shuriken shots just trying to deal with those Death Copters at the moment because...
Yeah, shuriken cannon's so strong right now and all over those Star Weavers. 3 shots, strength 6, -1, 2 damage. It's super nice. There's the 3 Void Weavers doing the work these game.
Oh, that is a chest shot. So Mike's turn 2 currently, and he still has 3 Void Weavers left to shoot, apparently.
Right, that's fair. That's fair. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, for sure. That is the laugh of a man who's laughing under duress. I am. Mikey currently holding basically a blade to my throat, saying, "You will laugh at my jokes, okay? I am the funniest man on the planet.
Shit.
I own you, bitch." That's what he's saying.
I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, like don't lie, okay?
There you go. Those Mega Knobs being brutally murdered once again by the Void Weavers.
I believe the Void Weavers decided what they were going to shoot at.
I think so.
It was Mega Knobs.
Hey, that's just what they do.
Yeah, and
sadly,
there's
Mega Knobs being the Terminator equivalent don't have an invulnerable save.
No.
It's just 6 up saves to them.
And the Mega Knobs only have 1 left.
Oh dear.
And I believe we can see Mr. Lonely Mega Knob right now.
There he is.
Oh, he's just took it up against the wall. Oh,
please, sir. Please ignore me. I need to live today. Thank you.
Where have my friends gone? You know what I mean?
Please don't shoot me. I'm just a lonely Mega Knob on my own.
Don't tell us we don't give you top quality content. We even give you impressions of an Orc Mega Knob during a stream, okay?
Please don't do this. Please leave me alone now. I have 2 wounds left. I love you, Mr. Harlequin. Mr. Clown.
I don't think Mr. Mega Knob's going to survive long by the sounds of it.
No. Man, just think of the children. Like Mega Knob's children, you know? They'll have a party without their Mega Knob father. And there'll be a clown act, and they'll just like start screaming. It'd be terrible.
It would be terrible. Yeah, it would be really terrible. Death Copter gone. So shooting phase is being very brutal currently. Everything that the Paul sent forward has basically been eradicated. Okay, and the one last Mega Knob has just got charged by a Troop Master.
Oh dear. Can we see this? Can we zoom in?
Yeah, go right camera. Go right camera. You'll be able to just see him hugging him.
Giving him a cuddle, giving him the bad touch.
Yeah. And I believe if we go back to the top down, we'll be able to see Solitaire just touching that Rucker Truck.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What is Paul going to have left? He's going to have a Beast Boss in this corner. A Beast Boss just here.
Yep. So
that's it?
No, well, so Mike did something intelligent. So next to the Rucker Truck is the Werboy, okay?
Oh, smart.
And what he did is he declared the Werboy as the charge, and he's just going to pile into the Rucker Truck.
Nice. Nice. They didn't actually have to fight the Rucker Truck then.
Sorry, it is the Weird Boy. There it is. The Weird Boy. So the Weird Boy is like there, and he's just gone and... They're both there, actually. You'll be able to see.
They are both there, yeah.
Yeah. One Weird Boy, one Weird Boy.
Murder the Weird Boy.
Yep.
Tag the Rucker Truck so it can't shoot.
Yes.
Don't have to actually deal with it. And then be quite happy. There you go. There's the piling. There's the touch. There's the bad touch. The bad caress,
yeah.
Some would say.
And he's gone and embraced, some would say, the Weird Boy.
He has.
Yes.
And gives him a little kiss.
If that doesn't get a clap in chat for some incredible terminology.
So, yeah. So, again, I don't think Paul
looks like attacks from the Solitaire into the Weird Boy right now.
Looks like it.
Oh, no. This is the Troop Master into the Mega Knob, I believe, right now.
Can we see that?
No, that's on the other... maybe the left camera? No.
You can just see it right at the top, under the arm.
Yeah.
Wait for it. There it is. There's gone. There it is. There's gone.
Try the right camera, Mikey. I've heard it might be on the right camera. There it is.
There we go. Beautiful,
will the Mega Knob survive?
I don't think so. Here's a save.
No, not with a 1.
There's another save. Off he goes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mega Knob.
Can you do his voice for one last time, please?
Goodbye, Harlequin. I miss you already. And he's going to jump back into the transport with his Consolidate because Harlequins are shenanigans.
That is some shenanigans.
Harlequins are shenanigans.
That is disgusting on every level. Oh, and we're now going to look at what's happening with the Solitaire.
I'll laugh so hard if the Solitaire just runs right into the buggy Soulblade. That could happen here. It does only have 4 wounds remaining. So it could happen right now. You never know.
I have a feeling that this is against the Weird Boy. Yes, it's against the Weird Boy.
Oh, yeah. Wrong button. My apologies.
Are we about to see the end? There it is. It looks like the Weird Boy's gone.
Ripped off. How's the Solitaire going to pile in now? Let's find out. Because the Rucker Trucks are no slouches in combat. They do have Soul Blades, as we already mentioned. You can see them on there. Just like this. Drive-ins, Power Slide, Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, you know?
So it looks like he's trying to pile in onto that objective, and I think he's managed it.
He's being annoying.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's being annoying.
He's probably going to pile in onto that objective. Do they have a way to sort of like get that objective?
I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll find out exactly what's going to happen with this now. Obviously, Paul's going to be able to strike back with the Rucker Trucks.
Mike has decided that actually, in fact, he doesn't want to risk getting killed by a Rucker Truck. So he's not going to pile in because then he can't... He doesn't want to get hit by the Rucker Truck, so he's just going to stay where he is.
Okay.
Because he is worried that Rucker Truck could actually pick up that Solitaire.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun. That's not going to be fun. So maybe that might be the best play, but it does mean the Rucker Truck can just move and shoot him.
Yeah. But then again, if it's shooting at the Solitaire that's already done its job, is he bothered? He can just Void Weavers and just kill him next turn. Maybe. Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Now look at the side camera. We've got some Void Weavers over there. So, again, Mike's just been in a really good position at this point.
Yes.
It's a really, really strong position right now.
Question is, turn 2. We know there's still some stuff in reserves for Paul. Okay. We know he's got strap jets. We know he's got commandos.
Paul's no slouch. He did deny Mike all of his primary, you know? Yeah. He scored 0 primary for holding objectives this turn, which is bad.
Yes. The only issue I think we have here is staying power, isn't it? How long can the Orks stay with enough units to be able to do things like that? Because there's a lot left on the board for Harlequins right now.
Yeah, the Harlequins have been so brutal. More brutal than you'd consider.
Yeah.
You know? So
it looks like we are now, you'll be pleased to know, moving into turn 2 for the Orks.
Okay. Mike ended his turn on 27 points. 27 points so far. Paul jumping to 18 so far. What can he score in this turn? Again, he's not getting any primary either.
No.
But he's not holding any objectives.
Nope, not at all.
With the Rucker. And it's domination. It's a hard mission.
Yeah, it really is.
I had a conviction, a very interesting mission pack, you know? The objectives being all squiffy all over the terrain. Not quite giving enough for the Orks to hide behind, I don't think. So it should be interesting to see just how Paul retaliates. Again, he can deep strike this turn. I think that's going to be the way to do it. That's going to be the way to do it this turn.
I also think, though, obviously the object is quite open in this, if you think about it.
Yeah, quite open on this mission, yeah.
So if you stick something on there, you better hope it can survive. You know
I think this is going to be a low-scoring game for everyone at the tournament.
if you commit something to an objective, you basically have to hope to trade on it, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
You always got to trade up.
Yeah.
Got to trade up.
And
you've got to kill stuff and not die, or kill something bigger than you.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to prove my point right now. That there's a knob boss on Squig, top right. Yeah.
Yep.
It looks like he's going to have to go deal with a troop on the objective, which is basically gone out in a long line to screen that came out of the Starweaver. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you really want to be sending a knob on Smash a Squig? No, I think that's the knob on Smash a Squig.
My apologies.
So I think unless he's now thinking of going after the Solitaire instead, I don't know.
Looks like the Beast Boss is going over for the Solitaire.
Yep.
Secure that objective, but not do much else. That's the problem.
So that is the Squigosaur going after Solitaire, correct?
Yeah, that's fair. So Squigosaur, Solitaire, smash a Squig after those 4 troops holding that objective. Deny Mike. Well, Mike will be getting domination for at least 4 points next turn, unless he can kill 4 Void Weavers.
Yeah.
Which currently at the board state doesn't look like he can do.
Yep. I think he's trying to think about where he's going to drop some commandos, maybe for a bit of R&D or something like that. Is that his best bet right now?
I don't think R&D is a good shout in this game. I don't think it's a really good shout because he's just got to like dedicate stuff to do nothing.
Yeah.
Will score points, but he could really do with a killing power right now.
Yep. So I think like last game, we saw Rax do it. 5-man squad of Rax, Payment Sanicon. You'd argue those are the perfect ones for it. The problem is that if you're dedicating something like Commandos into doing that, is that a bit of an underuse of them? Yeah.
Commandos are cheap. They're on bigger bases, so they're harder to get in to do rods and stuff like that.
Yep.
But in this game, I think Paul just needs damage.
Yeah.
He needs to get rid of those Void Weavers to stop him just losing whatever comes out. Because there's just... The thing is with Void Weavers, they're just so efficient. They move so fast.
Yep.
And they have multiple ways to fire. They just have the tools to do everything.
Yeah.
You know? They only can't do anything. They don't fight in combat. That's all they don't do. They don't have powers either, I guess. But you know, they're just so efficient. They kill infantry. They kill tanks.
Yeah. So it looks like those commandos, you'll be able to see them on the left of the board right now coming in. I'm not sure if there's going to be R&D in or if he's just going to be playing for engage and maybe tying up a Starweaver. I don't know. We'll find out from the table when they're
you know.
Yeah.
He could engage and rod there, maybe. Yep. Could be interesting. But me personally, I'd be like, time to kill.
Yeah.
Rod can come later.
Well, they're only T5 with 6 wounds, but the problem is the troops spill out, and then you have to deal with them. And if you can't, they're just going to kill you afterwards. So it's a bit like, how do you deal with that? You need to basically let them spill out first.
Yep, and there you go. Some more commanders coming in, grabbing that objective on the front line. Sadly,
so I believe those are Storm Boys as well. He's just bringing in as well.
Storm Boys deep tracking as well. That makes sense. They're nice and cheap as well. Little objective grabbers. Sadly, having to poke their head out to hold that objective.
Yes.
That's bad.
Which means that if Mike kills them, Mike kills them all in one shot, he can basically let them bleed over effectively, can't he? Just try and wipe all 5 out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to hold that objective. You're not gonna just kill the front one because then there's no point holding the objective. So. Interesting.
So those Storm Boys have R&D. This is the first time, and it's in the top left corner.
That makes sense.
So,
makes sense. They're not going to do anything anyway. They're holding the objective. They're rodded. They're quite well protected from a lot of stuff because obviously you've got obscuring here. You've got obscuring there. You got like a small gap to shoot through, but you're going to have to be like here.
Yeah.
To shoot.
Like a bit of like a firing lane, isn't it?
A small firing lane. It's not massive. It's not wide open, but it is on the front line.
Yeah.
Interesting turn of events.
So it looks like they're just bringing sort of like maybe the final bits of movement on, just trying to shuffle things around. But Mikey, just while that's happening, why don't you tell people about our own event that's happening, okay? Because he's changed his mind with the Commandos. We'll let him put them somewhere else. Tell us about the Hellstorm event, okay?
This weekend is one event. Next weekend, we're going to be streaming another event. But on the 9th and 10th of April, we have our own GT, 54 players, 6 rounds, 1 winner. There are tickets available now on our web store, Hellstormwargaming.co.uk/shop. You can grab a ticket today, come down to our event, maybe play on stream, maybe come win a Drakari Power Blade.
Oh, is that what you're doing this time?
I am, yeah.
That's sick.
Maybe you could say it's an Eldari Power Blade. You could say it's Eldar.
Oh.
Or maybe if you're a Harlequin player, you want to win that, we could let it slide.
Are you trying to say that's because we're going to see a few of these sort of armies maybe on the table at your event, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
I think we'll see a few Harlequins, I imagine.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting. It should be a really, really fun event. 9th and 10th of April. So make sure you come down to Sanctuary Gaming Centre.
Yep.
Really, really cool venue. Really fun event. 4 different types of table, this being one of them. So make sure you come along and check it out.
So it looks like Paul has changed his mind. He's decided to put those commandos back into, leave him in deep strike for turn 3, and he's swapped it for a scrapjet on the left. You'll be able to see. Oh, he's now moved the scrapjet again. I don't think Paul knows what to do with his scrapjets.
I think Paul's a bit indecisive because he's on a bit of the back foot, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely on the back foot right now.
So Paul just taking his time. Both these players have tons of time. We're rattled through the first couple of turns, so plenty of time here.
Yeah, they both got like an hour on the clock. Paul looking like 45 minutes and Mike looking at 58 minutes, so still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. The commandos have come down.
Yeah, for sure.
Not scrapjets.
No.
Funny looking scrapjets.
Yeah. So, Mikey, when are you going to start painting your Harlequins? We all know you've got like $1 million worth of Harlequins in Facebook value sat in your bedroom.
Don't want to be that guy though. Don't want to play Harlequins. I think I should get them painted. But I say that and I just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. It's just too much to paint. Maybe I'll just have to get the airbrush out, do some fancy shenanigan painting, a couple of oil washes, and call it a day. Just get them on the tabletop. They do look fun.
They've gone into the psychic phase, and psychic interrogation has gone off. You'll be able to see that he put the commandos back on instead and decided to leave the scrapjets off. Shooting phase already. Squig buggy everything into the solitaire right now, which makes sense.
Yeah, but he could be doing so much with that though.
Yes.
You know?
It's a distraction solitaire is what we're going to call it, not a distraction Carnifex.
Because with all those reroll saves, it's not going to be easy to get rid of him with just a beast boss. So it looks like we're going to do the reroll now. The one that we've used a reroll save already.
Yep.
So, yeah, maybe not the best target there.
Yeah.
But
he did use a reroll save, yeah, like you said.
You've just got to, though, you know? You've got to get rid of the solitaire. The beast boss probably could do it, but
that was no wounds from the squig buggy into the solitaire.
No, I think that could have gone into literally anything else.
Yeah, and just ignored the solitaire.
Yeah, just
maybe charged it with the squigosaur.
Charge it with the rucker.
Or the rucker, yeah.
Yeah. But he does have that move before they charge, so he can move away with the solitaire for the beast boss to make it fail, which would be very fun.
Okay, charge phase already. That was it for shooting. Blowing my mind.
There's nothing else on the board, right? There's a beast boss. There's the
and we're doing a squigosaur into solitaire. We're just weighing up with a charge, and it looks like it's going to be a 7-inch.
7-inch charge. He's spending some command points. Is he going to move him? It looks like he's going to do the move, as I just mentioned. Solitaire's going to move. There we go. Moving 6 inches away to make that squigosaur charge potentially impossible.
Yeah.
That's a big play by Mike. That's a real big play by Mike. Maybe he should have shot him then. Yeah. Maybe he definitely needed to shoot him.
So that 6-inch fall away is just so strong.
It's huge. And
I'd make a sort of had it with their horses, yeah?
Yeah, this is true.
And it was sort of so very overpowered then, but I mean, like, this is just really strong as well.
Yeah, Thorns, thank you much for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Thank you for the support. You're entered to give into the giveaway for an Eldritch Omens box set. As I will giving this away.
Do you want to see what you could be winning right now?
You could win this. Look at it. Isn't it cool?
Name on it. It literally could be yours. And also, if you're watching right now thinking, do you know something? I want some of this spicy goodness. Who doesn't want spicy goodness on a Sunday, yeah? Then all you need to do is !win, find out how to enter. You could be in the draw to win as well.
Thank you very much, Thorns. Really appreciate it. So let's cut back to the game. Looks like we've had another charge on the beast boss who has made it into the troop, charging with an 8-inch charge down here into this guy. Yep. Potentially tag.
That's a knob on Smasher Squig that's gone straight in there onto those troop.
Sure is. So he's killed 2. Now what Mike's done very cleverly is pull them off. So now the Squigosaur has to pile him back into the troop. So yeah. Not a great trade there. Not a great trade at all.
So that was mortal wounds from his charge. He's now going to do his attacks into the troop.
Oh, my apologies. So attacks are coming in now. Here we go.
Looks like 2 hits. Oh, just enough to kill him if he can get the wounds through. He's not.
Only 1 wound. 4-up save.
It's a fail, though.
That's 1
Will he use a luck thing, maybe? Could he use a luck thing?
We will look and find out.
Does he just go in and lean and take one off? It would leave him on the objective, even if he just lost one.
Oh, he went for the reroll and he made it.
Yeah,
he did it. He went for the reroll.
And then I believe these are some more attacks from the knob on Squig.
The Smashers could get 2 profiles, right? Because he's got the jaws as well.
And I don't think he's killed those troops. You know,
we'll find out. I think that's it. That was a bit unlucky. For Paul there. I got the attacks back.
Which is just such a mental amount of attacks back, isn't it?
A bunch of attacks back. So maybe the Squigosaur dies.
The knob on Smasher Squig is down to 3 wounds by the looks of it.
God does. God does. Oof, not a good trade there. Only killing 3 with the mortal wounds. Not killing any others with those luck rerolls. And luck rerolls are so good. And he's got 1 left.
Which
it's the end of his battle round. He's going to get more.
Just blows your mind how much utility Harlequins currently have, right?
Yeah. Again, 4 to 5 free command points every turn is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, it's so good. If it was just roll dice and see how many you get, if they're all unique, it'd be great. But you start with like 3.
Yeah. And you just basically, you're always topping them up, effectively.
Yeah.
Using them, topping them up, etc.
Yeah, exactly. So many rerolls. We've got the domination score now.
And we are already going into Mike's turn 3. So we're just doing some points for Mike as well.
Mike's holding 3 objectives and more than... Oh, is it? I don't think... Yeah, he's holding more than Paul as well. Because obviously, Paul having this one and this one. Mike having these 4. That's another 12 points on domination for Mike. The first 12 points are actually holding objectives. Domination, really hard mission. A really hard mission. So, there you go. He's getting himself nice and cozy away from the squig. The troops pulling out of combat there, so then they can just hold the objective, and Paul can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And spreading out for deep strikes as well.
So if you were Mike right now, would you be considering tabling, trying to table Paul so he can't bring his scrapjets in and the rest of his commandos in and stuff like that?
I mean, he could do it. It looks like he's going for it.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like he's going to go for it. He's thinking about killing the beast boss with long range with this unit that he's moving now. The 2-man unit going for the Rucker. I don't know what he has. Oh, he has a Solitaire. I was going to say, I don't know what he has to kill the Weird Boy, but he's got the Solitaire, right?
Yeah. Because the Solitaire fell back using the 6-inch run away from a charge.
Yeah, so he could go in, go after the Psyker. These cannons could come over. Maybe deal with these. Troops get out, kill these. And then this is just going to die to literally anything else that's left. We might see a turn 3 tabling for Paul.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
If he could leave, like, for example, maybe a Storm Boy left, maybe the Weird Boy left or something.
Yeah.
Then it would just enable him to bring some scratchets and some more commandos back on.
I think if Mike is wanting to go for an early win, it looks like he's playing defensively just in case there is any deep strikes or scrap jets down there in the bottom right.
The game isn't won until it's won, is it? So you've got to constantly be on your A game.
You can't just be like, well, I'm going to table you so you can't win. But then if you fail to table him and the deep strike and get him back, then it might be game over then.
Yep.
Might swap it around, so...
So it looks like he managed to get 5 luck sort of tokens, luck dice, yeah?
I suppose with that luck dice, if you're getting 3 basic... Anyway, you could gamble 2 dice and roll 2 dice and hope you don't roll a double, because the chances of that are pretty slim. So that just kind of makes sense there.
So, the Troop Master got out of that Star Weaver. Advanced 6, okay. And the Star Weaver's just followed it up behind as well.
Yeah, so now he's holding that objective.
Yep.
So gets his tertiary for overrun by holding that objective. And also, the Troop Master will be able to jump back in the transport if he does murder all of those guys in there.
Which is just insane. Come on, you know, oh, I know. I'm going to come out and I'm going to poke you in the face and then I'm going to go run away.
Yeah. This is interesting. This is really interesting. It's because Mike could over-dedicate now to try and kill everything.
Yep.
But he could fail. He could fail, and Paul could bring it back. There's only 12-point difference right now, so... and that's pretty much just from domination.
Yeah, for sure.
It was 27-all, so...
Looks like some troops are just...
That's a Solitaire.
Oh, that's Solitaire. No, I think some troops have got out of the backfield there.
Yeah, it looks like these guys are gonna screen off.
Yeah, and those are just again screening, just trying to block out deep strikes. He's not taking anything for chance right now.
No, exactly.
Solitaire going for the Weird Boy again by the looks of it. A CP spent for something by the looks of it. We'll find out what that was for.
I think he's giving himself CP.
Oh, okay.
He's on 6 now.
It was, yeah, that was his gain, correct.
So a double 1 for something. Not 100% sure what's being rolled right now, but we'll find out.
That was a CP reroll on something. Was it psychic phase, or is it an advance?
I think it is a psychic phase. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So
looks
2
like
mortal wounds on the knob on Smasher Squig or whatever it is. Yeah.
Makes sense. Smasher Squig, you're right. And he's dead, and he's out of there.
Oh god, that opens up shooting for everything
really
else.
It really does. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. We've still got some blood axes on the board. Now the Harlequins are showing what Harlequins can do best.
Yep.
They can kill Custodies. They can kill Tau. They can kill Orks, and they can also kill other Harlequins. Obviously, Mike has just played the other top Harlequin player, Matt Robbo, who's on table 2. They had a mirror match. Only won by 1 point, though. Only won by 1 point. So
this is obviously one of the top tables. There is also another table with Dylan, who could potentially win.
From last round. Yeah,
so Elliot has a second to go check on how that table's doing. It'd be really interesting to see how maybe Dylan's doing. Yeah,
it'd be good to get like a roundup of the score, find out what turn it's on.
Be interesting to see if this is like the winning table, or if this is a close game, or on the VPs, or Mike can't get high on the VPs. It's all for Dylan, right? Dylan could go take it.
Exactly. So. Interesting turn again. Is that Beast Boss sticking his head out? The Rooker Truck's already been destroyed by the Void Weavers. The
Void Weavers now into the Beast Boss on Squiggersaw. Oh no!
The writing might be on the wall for the old boys.
Do you want me to sing like a sad song? If you've had a bad day,
stop.
Take you what? No, right, I'll stop now. Okay. It's a great song. Okay.
It's a song.
-1 damage though on the Squiggersaw boss guy.
Yeah, but 2d3.
Shh, look. He's down to 6 wounds. He's still in the fight.
6 wounds. Yeah.
What
else is shooting?
I don't know. There's a lot more dice coming in. Maybe shuriken.
Imagine that was a damage roll.
Confirmation. This is a lot of shuriken going into Beast Boss.
A lot of shuriken. Yeah, because they're all equipped with shuriken cannons and prismatic cannons, I think. So, shuriken cannons, 3 shots each. Strength 6 -1, 2 damage. Any 6s are -3. So.
Yeah, so there's a few 6s coming through there, but again, these will be taken down to 1 damage, so...
Yeah, still a bunch of wounds coming through, though. How many wounds does the Beast Boss have less? Probably not enough. Not enough.
So I've got a little update from the other table 2, so like the other top table, yeah? So Dylan was going into this on 4 wins, okay? Sure. And he's against Robbo. Now, we know Robbo just lost to Mike.
By 1 point.
Yeah, and... It looks like, unfortunately, Dylan getting hammered by the Harlequins again on that table. So he's brought like a combination of Racks and some Harlequins, yeah. But it looks like Dylan really struggling in turn 2 and turn 3 to just have any board presence at all. So
okay. Crazy turn of events. There you go. Harlequins are the new meta. Put your custodians in the cupboard and put on that clown makeup. It's time to be a buffoon.
You heard it. Yes, you heard it here first. Go buy some red fancy wigs. Go buy your red noses and come and join us.
Red Nose Day soon.
Yeah. And very true.
Games Workshop look like a red nose. They're actually the clowns for writing the rules in the first place.
But you said it, not me, all right? At this point, it's very much just we're going through the motions. Starweaver's going to be polishing up some commandos on the left of the screen. Yep. Other than a Beast Boss on Squiggersaw and some Storm Boys and a Weird Boy, there's very little left on this table currently for Paul, which is obviously just showing the power and the skill of Mike currently. It's not. I don't think Paul's done anything wrong at all. No, I just think
the Harlequins have just shown just how good they are. They have the speed. They have the kill. They have the board presence, and they have the boats. You know, the boats just being able to get everywhere with the speed. You know.
Can I just say a big thank you to Von Crow in chat, okay, saying, just went to the kitchen to get some food, and I'm sure I heard Tom sing, yes, wherever you are on the planet, you'll hear Tom sing.
Running back to mute the computer? I understand.
I think Von Crow really enjoyed it. Troop Master's just done a 10-inch charge into the Storm Boys, even though he's like about 3 inches away.
An inch away.
Solitaire's now going into the Weird Boy as well.
Looks like he's just making sure he can't get heroically intervened by the Beast Boss. That would be bad.
Yeah.
That's probably not where he wants to be. So, and the Beast Boss only real combat. Damage is in combat.
Yep.
If he tries going after Solitaire, the Solitaire could just spend a CP to move through the building once again and make the charge impossible, just like last time. So,
Troop Master going in first onto the Storm Boys that are on the objective and that are indeed this turn.
Okay, maybe we can get a camera angle at those. We'll see. We'll find out.
Oh, it looks like 5 wounds there. By the looks like
probably 5 dead Storm Boys. 1, 2.
Count with me.
3, 4. 1 on 1 wound. By the looks of it.
Knob left. That's it.
Just a knob on 1 wound. Okay. Interesting.
Oh no, that was the squad. No, knob dead.
I can see it. There's another one there.
Have they left the one on the front? Have they left one on the front? Or is he still alive? So there is one alive. Yeah.
You said I was wrong. I was right.
Hey, I'm getting wrong info. All right. Don't have a go at me.
Have a word. Have a word with these lots.
Solitaire into Weird Boy action.
Okay,
see if we can get a sexy angle, maybe.
Maybe we can get a sexy angle of the Solitaire fighting the Beast Boy, or even the Weird Boy. We'll have a look.
Again, Mike just absolutely wrecking face currently. Let's not kid ourselves. However, some good news. I do think that Paul is going to survive because there's nothing that's going to be able to deal with that Beast Boss on Smasher Squig or Squigosaur.
Survive.
Yeah. Which means Scrapjets can come on. Another squad of Commandos can come
Everything's got to come on.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going to go, though. That's going to be the problem. Yeah. Mike's good. Harlequins are busted. 40k meta is horrific. GG. I can't disagree.
No, don't say that. We need to pretend everything's fantastic. Okay? Seriously, just
mate, Games Workshop paying you. They're not paying me.
No, that's very true. Yeah. All right. No, you're right.
I mean, Games Workshop, listen. Games Workshop, listen to me. Face this time. Listen. I should be a playtester because I wouldn't let this bullshit happen. Okay?
You should be a playtester. God help us. No, I'm joking. You should. Yeah.
I'm one of the best players in the planet. Best 40k content creator on the planet because I beat them all. Don't forget. In first.
I feel like you mention this all the time, but go on. Go on. Yeah, you did.
I'm trying to prove a point, Tom.
Okay.
The best player on the planet in the 40k world on YouTube.
Okay.
Beat them all. Okay. No, I beat the person who beat everyone else. That means I'm the best, right? I wouldn't let this bullshit happen. I should be a playtester. Games Workshop, call me. You have my number anyway.
Also, Elliot would like me to flag that you also wouldn't leak codexes as well if you were a playtester. Just
I wouldn't leak codexes just like your playtesters are doing right now. So listen, get in touch. Hellstormwargaming on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm here. You can drop a message right now. Let the guys know.
Also, if you super chat GW, we'll give you one of your boxes back. You could be in the draw.
Yeah, if GW want to super chat, you could win an Eldritch Omens box set. Or GW, if you want to become a member, or anyone else who wants to become a member or super chat, you can win that. But let's go back to the game. Mike just rocking up his points with 51 points, 14 on domination, 9 on assassinate, 9 on strangle, and getting that deadly performance once again. Going into Paul's turn. No holding this turn because the objective he was holding outside the deployment zone is contested.
Yes.
And so is the one with the solitaire.
Yeah. Also, well, I would love to know if the solitaire is on that objective on its own, because if it is, that would mean he gets full 4 points for overrun, because he's therefore taking the objective in Paul's deployment zone. So we will find out from the chat, from the table, whether the solitaire did wreck the weird boy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So 6 on gauge. He's only got 3 points for rod, which is impossible.
Yes. So
we'll find out. We'll make sure he gets that 4th point for R&D.
Yep.
And Psychic Interrogate. I don't think he has the weird boys left.
No.
So no more.
I believe the weird boy was destroyed. So we will find that out. Looks like those are just some stone boys or commandos coming in there from reserves, maybe from his own board edge.
He needs to bring them in now because they're going to die, and he needs to bring them in because he'll lose the game otherwise. He's about to lose everything. Yeah. He's about to be tabled, so very interesting.
One of those, I think this has just gone to show that, obviously, look, Mike Porter, talented player for Team England.
Last time he was on our stream, he won in the whole event. Maybe it's just when we put Mike Porter on our stream.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he just powers up. Do you know, like when somebody he's like Popeye when he puts spinach and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, literally.
That's the one stone boy doing a runaway by the looks of it.
He's doing a runner. Yeah, he's got to. Valrak says, I should play test. Valrak, you need to know the rules to play test. That is the problem.
Valrak is still clinging on for the hope that 10th edition is next week. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not even doing 9th, and I'm like,
New Primarch in 10th edition?
Angron? When is Angron coming?
More thoughts.
Nice to see you, Valrak, dude.
How's it going, Valrak? I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look. We got a close-up. There's a one Storm Boy running away from that little troop master. There's a troop unit in there as well.
There is, yes.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Fair play. Wow, what do we think Paul can do?
So big boss on Beastosaur thing.
Beastosaur.
That one, he's looking at Void Weavers. He's like, right, you've destroyed my entire army. I will now have vengeance on you. Okay.
I just hope they don't move another 6 inches.
Yes.
Again. Oh God. It's just mad. It's just mad. Who knows? There he is, a beast boss going after those 2 Void Weavers to be looked over by 3 more.
So she's like,
welcome to 40k, everyone. Welcome to 40k, where if you defeat 3 Void Weavers, you'll be greeted by
another 3. I'll have you know as well, there's only 2 there, Mikey, so it's even more like insult to injury. How much? There they are, hiding. But reinforcements have arrived, Michael.
Oh, have they?
Yes.
Michael?
Storm Boys!
Excuse me. Storm boys, there we go. He's going to get engaged on all fronts with that one Storm boy who's jumped out to grab that. So that's a couple of points there for Paul. You got to play the mission.
You do.
Even if you're losing, you're on the back foot. Keep playing the mission. You might just take a win after all. You know?
Well, I mean, yes, but I'm not sure there will be another turn after this. I'm just, just saying, Mikey, all right? So, let us know where you're watching from at the moment, guys, because obviously this is some high-level competitive 40k, and I hope you've been enjoying the game, but are we all going to buy Harlequins tonight? Is that what we're all saying? Right, chat. Maybe we should all, like, group together and be like, right, let's have a Hellstorm Harlequins army, right? I'll put 20 quid in, and then if we all put 20 quid in, and then we can just, like, all, like, use it on different weekends. So, like, I'll use it in sometime in August, and then someone else can use it. I think that's what we should do. If anyone has any Void Weavers, let me know, because I think they've been out of stock for about a year, because everyone's just suddenly started buying them.
They did come back in stock, the Void Weavers. If that's what you're about, yeah. £26.50, you know, that's so cheap.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I think with you like 20% off, or if you want to get them from Sanctuary, get you 10% on stuff and like that. Get them like 20 quid. Maybe I should just go order some.
Yeah.
Maybe I should order 9. I only have 3. I should order 6.
Maybe you should wait until like maybe an FAQ or a data slate comes out, because we know that like when something's too good to be true, they get nerfed into the ground.
They sure do.
We just have to wait for that moment to happen, don't we? Yep. So, Scrap Jets have arrived.
There's big 3 Scrap Jet time. They have some work to do. They've got to come in. They've got to do the damage now, because Mike's successfully screened off Paul quite well.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, so he's kind of just like hemmed him in a little bit. So being able to fight, being able to like deny, but basically just being so aggressive turn 1. That's what I'm trying to say. Being so aggressive turn 1, pushing out into the middle of the board, killing all of Paul's really crucial units quite early on, and now Paul has more units coming around, but just not in a good place.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not on an objective. They're not threatening anything. They're hitting 2 Void Weavers. There's another 3 Void Weavers behind them.
Yep.
Is it too little, too late?
It looks like it, doesn't it? Because it looks like whatever happens this turn, from Paul's point of view, he won't be able to have anything left to answer back in turn 4, I think. You know what I mean? So there was an R&D done by the Stormboys in the top right. So
that makes sense.
That's 3.
But again, it's 4 points for R&D.
So maybe can one of our table bosses just bump that to 8, please? Because I think that should not be that.
I think he's only done it twice, though.
Oh, okay. So he can't. So he
didn't do it turn 1. It's only turn 3.
Yeah. So actually, it needs taking down to 4, then, doesn't it? Yeah.
Can we just double check the rod R&D? It should be either 4 or 8. I'm pretty sure it should be on 4.
We will. But then again, psychic interrogation capped out now. So that is unfortunately no psychics left. So it's just one of those that is going to be such an uphill battle. He's going to struggle with a lack of with a lack of models for any sort of objectives on a hold 2, hold 3 mission.
This is true.
Very tough from now on.
Yeah, really tough. I mean, both players have kind of been struggling with the primary. Mike got one last turn, but just because he was so dominant, he's pushed out now, so he might be okay for the next turn. Because Paul's not been able to like retaliate by getting 3 objectives. He's only been holding like 2.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Yeah.
There we go. We've got that rod sorted now. R&D, research and development, not quite getting those spreadsheets done yet, but only 4 points so far. So 55-28 so far in turn 3, in the bottom of turn 3. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We got watching from Cork Island, Australia, and the Grim North. No, not New Yorkshire, but Aberdeen, Scotland. Well, appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. So cheap, £200 for the full complement. Silly floaty trucks will get the buggy treatment once they've sold it off. Probably. It's very likely indeed. Very likely. I do have a large Harlequins force already. I do just need Void Weavers, so...
Looks like we're doing some shooting now into those Void Weavers. The ones that are on, I believe, the ones that just have 2 left. Just rolling up some shooting, some saves. We'll see what damage can be done here.
Yeah, the Scrap Jets do have a lot of rockets.
They do. Which, against T5, 6 wounds, you would hope they'll be deleting them.
Yeah, that's the thing with
Void
Void Weavers. They're just, like, not very defensive. The only defensive thing they have is the light trait, you know? How many hit on better than a 4+. No rerolls, -1 to hit. So that is the only defensive-ness they have. They don't really have anything else. T5, they're like just...
How many points is a Void Weaver with a prismatic cannon, Mikey? Would you say? Is it about?
I think they're almost 300 for 3. I think they're about 270.
90 points each is where my head's at.
That sounds right. 270, yeah, so 90 points
Oh my god, I was right on something.
Well done, Tom.
Yeah!
Well done.
Cheer in the chat for Tom! So for 90 points, yeah, you're getting a light chassis, as in like it's not durable, yeah.
No.
But you're getting 2 different firing profiles, consistent damage, 2d3 damage,
a shuriken cannon as well.
Shuriken cannon under there as well, and you're getting you can't hit me on better than a 5+, correct?
4+.
Sorry, 4+.
With -1 to hit.
With -1 to hit, yeah.
Yeah, and no rerolls.
That's where the durability comes in, yeah.
And move 16 with fly.
Yeah. Run away from a charge.
Run away from a charge.
Wow, these things are all added up now.
Sorry, Custodes who? I'm a Harlequin player.
To be fair, Custodes do feel like they would, again, we know that they do struggle into these because of the light thing. Unless you're getting super close, you aren't hitting them on the 2s that you normally are with Custodes.
Exactly. You've got to be aggressive, and that's what the Harlequins want you to do.
Yeah.
So, and it lets them play into your hands, so it's really cool. Really, really fun.
So we're just doing some shooting, just working out what these looks like the scrap jets are shooting at right now.
Yeah, the scrap jets get a horrific amount of shooters.
Yeah.
A horrific amount of shooters. I just don't know what their actual target is. That's the problem.
Yeah, if one of the bosses could just point on the table of what these scrap jets are shooting at, which squad of Void Weavers, that'd be great. So it is the 1 squad of 2 next to the Squigosaur.
So shooting the 1 squad of 2 next to the Squigosaur.
Yeah.
But what if he fails the... What if he kills one and then makes his charge harder?
That's interesting. Unless he wants the Squigosaur...
That was a solitaire.
Okay, so this is shooters now into the solitaire.
Okay, there we go. We caught up. We caught up, chap. My apologies. It's been a long day.
Well, it is, but also these lads who are playing right now, they just know the stuff, right? So they're just rolling dice. So before we're getting info, they're like, yeah, we've moved on to 5 other shots, mate. And we're like, what? You know what I mean? So,
But yeah, it's a very fast-paced game. They did not hold back. Again, turn 1, straight in each other.
Yeah, boy.
Mike flew in, shot some stuff, killed some stuff, and it was like, oh my god, what the hell? Solitaire charged turn 1 into some war bikes. The Solitaire's still alive in that building. It's 10-3. Paul retaliated, threw some mega knobs in. Beast Boys came down, charged onto one of Mike's objectives, killed a Starweaver, and then died in retaliation to a Death Jester and the troops that got out that he tagged.
Scrap Jet's charging the Void Weaver's 3d6 charge. CP spent on that.
Looks like he's made it.
Oh, that's a big charge.
That is a, what, 15-inch charge?
Yeah, that's strong.
Maybe he did not care about about failing by killing one and failing the charge there.
Exactly.
So he's got...
But
the problem is his very big bases.
He's going to have to get them all within somehow. Well, they only have to be within that middle one because you only have to be touching a base of somebody who is in combat, effectively, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Now, Beast Boss going as well, I imagine, to clear up some room for the Void Weavers.
Are these...
There it is, a 6-inch charge for the Beast Boss, I imagine. Oh, no, that might be impact hit, sorry.
Mortal wounds on charge.
Hits, that's cool. So.
But, I mean, the only problem here is that let's say if he clears these up, yeah? Leaves him wide in the open for 6 more Void Weavers, you know what I mean? A few more mortal wounds coming in on those Void Weavers by the looks of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not exactly good. It's not exactly good for old Paul and his buggies.
Okay, well, that is just one boat with one wound left. But, I mean, is that going to be enough?
Maybe that's just the impact. Is the Beast Boss going to charge the next squad?
Yeah, so Squigosaur, Beast Boss guy is going to go straight into those Void Weavers who are moving away.
There we go. 6-inch move once again for a CP. Get even further away. Just pull him out of 12 so he can't charge. So now he can charge into the other Void Weaver.
He's redeclared into the next unit, which can't do that.
No, that one, but that's just that one.
Just that one. There we go.
Which makes sense.
It basically made him spend a CP.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a free. It drowns his CP out. Beast Boss definitely in combat now. And just
so that's we're charging the Solitaire in there. What was charging the Solitaire? If we could just get an update there. Commandos have gone into the Solitaire.
Into Solitaire. Okay.
Commandos are going to have to hope for a lot to get rid of that Solitaire. I believe it's still on 3 wounds. So
yeah, it is. It's on 3 wounds remaining. So maybe we'll get a close-up shot of some of the combats coming up. This should be exciting.
Commandos going into the Starweaver at the top left.
They're in. Grabbing that objective as well. There's only two guys on there.
Well, there's a troop master that's just hanging. He's just trying to make sure he can't get heroically intervened.
And there's a troop unit in the vehicle as well, so he can't even kill the vehicle.
However, so that troop master could heroically intervene 6 inches.
Oh.
So that has made Paul use Here We Go to reroll to get a bigger charge roll to then go around the back of the Starweaver.
Smart. There you go, an 8-inch charge instead of like a 6. So Interesting. Yeah, Paul just kind of like just clawing now. Just kind of like he's kind of like just trying to come up for air and he just can't. So.
But Harlequins having access to these strats, like
so
heroic
much.
Intervene 6 inches. Yeah, run away 6 inches. It just feels like you've got an answer for everything, yeah? And again, in the hands of someone like Mike Porter, who knows this army through and through already, he can just use those stratagems as and when he needs them. Yeah. Really cool.
Exactly.
So the state of 40k at the moment, Mikey.
This is the state of 40k, everyone.
Yeah, well, you are seeing it playing out on the top table.
We don't dance around it. Harlequins are fucked. Custodies are fucked. Tau tanking their win rate by losing every game in round 1.
Yeah.
They're trying to not get nerfed, mate. That's what it is. I'm telling you. It's nothing on the players.
Do you think the Tau groups are literally just like, right, boys, we need to lose a bit?
If we just lose a bit, wait for the balance update, and then we can have another 3 months to shine. You know?
So the issue was that even though the Here We Go was used to avoid the heroic intervention, still couldn't get out of heroic intervention range.
Makes sense.
True Master has heroically intervened.
Yeah. So it looks like Paul is sending that Stormboy as well to grab that objective to deny domination.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening, yeah.
Which is very smart. So I imagine we're going to be going into the compact phase momentarily. Just wonder which one we're going to go with first.
If you're in the chat right now and you've been enjoying some coverage this weekend, let us know where you're watching from. It'd be absolutely lovely to see some lovely names popping up, and just we want to see your lovely faces. All right.
Yeah, let us know. And also, again, if you want to support the channel, we appreciate you can subscribe. That means you only have to subscribe for 60 seconds before you can talk in chat.
Yes.
Just to keep the bots away, basically. We had a few Russian bots coming in, so we got rid of those. So you can subscribe to support the channel. You can like the stream if you want to, or again, become a member, donate, enter the giveaway. We'll give it that way at the end of this game. So
Commandos are going to start first in the middle top of the board, and they're going into the solitaire on 3 wounds. So we'll see what happens here.
Mike still has 2 rerolls.
Yes, with his luck dice.
He does, yeah.
Luck of the Laughing God. I don't know what it's called, but it sounds like it should be called that. Is that what it's called?
It is, yeah. It's called Luck of the Laughing God.
Right, these are lots of attacks from Commandos. A few misses there. Ooh.
A few misses, yeah. Not easy. Here we go. Roll into wound now. He's trying to just get the damage through. How many wounds have we got? Quite a few.
5?
5 wounds.
Yeah.
Now, Mike has 2 rerolls. He's only got 3 wounds remaining. He's failed 2.
Okay, well, he's going to live. Unless there's extra attacks.
He's failed 2. Is he going to bother using a reroll? He is. Why not?
Yeah, why
not? That's 1 wound. That's 1 wound. There we go.
Oh.
I'm pressing all the buttons.
I just like buttons, okay? If I want to press a button, I'll press a button. You're not in charge of me.
It's cool. Solitaire down to 2 wounds now, but that's it.
Okay, so Solitaire has been the tank of the game.
He has. Yeah.
Blitz in the first turn for that 3-up invulnerable. Yeah?
I believe they have a 3-up invulnerable standard.
Oh, right, okay. Wow.
Blitz just gives him extra attacks, lets him move so far. Right. I'll have to confirm that. I'm not 100% sure anymore, but we'll double check. We'll find out. So those the buggies being able to pile in because they charge, even though they're out of combat range, they can still pile in and fight. There they are, going into the Void Weaver on 1 wound.
Yep. I mean, that Void Weaver is as good as dead. Let's not kid ourselves. Yeah.
He's at it. Because even though he killed them in the charge phase, because he declared a charge, he can then pile in. He charged that unit, so he can declare them as a target of combat, so he can pile in, fight, and then consolidate as well. So, looks like the Void Weaver's dead.
It is. Did it
kill one.
Don't think it exploded?
No.
Oh, wait. So the Void Weaver exploded, and the Squiggle Star took a win from that.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, fair enough. Not bad at all. So there you go, consolidating that side of the board.
And the Scrap Jets have also taken a win from an explosion there as well. Yeah.
Cool. Can he pile in and consolidate into a Void Weaver? That would be very cheeky. It looks like he can. Tagging that objective. Potentially being in combat to stop them shooting.
Yep.
So
obviously being able to pile in and consolidate, so he got the 6-inch move.
Yeah, it's a 6-inch move. So.
And the Commandos now activating on the left.
Yep. Will they be able to take a Star Weaver down? I doubt it. They've got quite a few attacks, though.
Yeah. So they're going to split. Looks like maybe going to put a couple into the Troop Master, a couple into the Star Weaver. We'll see.
That makes sense. So, I'm just going to...
actually decided everything's going to go into the Troop Master, thinking that that's probably the best way of dealing with the Troop Master guy. So let's see what we get on the dice. Oh, that doesn't look like a good roll, that. Oh, that looks like a horrific roll. Was that 2 wounds there? Have a look back at that. Is that the knob now going in on the Troop Master, maybe, from the Commandos? Yeah, and... Has the Troop Master survived, or has he gone? No, it looks like... Oh, yeah, Troop Master survived on 4 wounds.
A new challenger approaches.
Hello, Elliot. Where have you appeared from?
I've been hiding in the camera box.
Have you?
I have.
What's been happening in the camera box? You've been enjoying the ringside activities, yeah?
I have, yeah. I've been zooming.
Yeah.
I've been panning.
Oh.
I've even done a little bit of strafing.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
All of the different camera skills I've been employing. I've been on an apprentice course. I've been studying the zoom.
Studying the zoom rather than studying the blade,
studying the blade. I've given up one day, not studying the blade anymore. I'm now studying the zoom. How have you been finding it, Tom?
What did you say there, Elliot?
How have you been finding it?
How have I been finding? I've been finding it good. This is a lesson in how to play Harlequins, right?
It is.
It is literally a, right, kids, today we're going to find out how you can destroy Blood Axe Orks, and this is how it's going to happen.
It has been brutal. I was talking to Paul just before the game, and he said that really he's built this list to deal with Custodes in Tau, and it hasn't really been rejigged since the Harlequin meta's becoming a thing, and he's struggling a little bit to shift to these Harlequins, which I think is materialising on the board. Yeah. He's playing it well. The list is mental. He's already beat 2 Custodes lists coming up, as we discussed earlier, but he's really struggling to shift those Harlequins. They're just so good.
Yep. So I've just circled on the screen as well. Commandos were there. They've been deleted by the Troop Master after failing to kill the Troop Master. And it looks like the Solitaire has managed to leave 2 Commandos left. That's back here. So there should be under that is a horrific 2, but that is meant to be a 2. And there's 2 Commandos left. So basically, Paul currently left with a Beast Boss on Squigosaur and 3 Scrapjets, effectively, and some Storm Boys.
Pretty nasty. Yeah, we've got the Storm Boys there.
If you just press Shift 4 there for me, Elliot, that'd be fantastic. Thank you, mate. Thank you,
Look at that.
Elliot, that is teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. But yes. Should we let people see your face?
Let's let people see our faces.
So, right.
Hello.
We've taken over from Hellstormwargaming, haven't we, mate? Mikey's gone forever.
Heaven Tsunami Battle Play in full effect.
Yeah, subscribe to Heaven Tsunami Battle Plays. If you don't know, that is the new name for Hellstormwargaming.
We're becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh! Only channel. No more streaming Elden Ring.
Can we do some Pokemon openings as well? Would you mind that?
We can do a little bit of Pokemon, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, just a little bit. Thank you, mate. So we'll jump back to the pod.
Data sheet.
It's broken, so it's Harlequins.
It's Clefairy. We've taken over.
We are.
We've taken over. You're not allowed to sit down again now.
Mikey's back. That's the problem, you see. So we have to actually start talking about 40k again and how broken it is. Otherwise, people will never come back to the channel.
Mikey's got a contract out and he's holding a lighter underneath it. So I'm going to go and get back on my cameras.
Thank you, Elliot. It was a joy to spend some time with you.
Get out, jokers.
So we are at the...
What's been going on?
Well,
what's happened?
Lots of things died in combat, and it unfortunately wasn't Harlequin clowns. So the Troop Master deleted a squad of 5 Commandos. The Solitaire in the top middle of the board deleted a couple of Commandos, but has left a few left on the objective.
Okay.
And other than that, that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not much that Paul can do right now.
No. So round 4.
Yep.
What do you think's going to happen? Do we think we're just going to see these
I think we're just going
to get taken out?
Yeah, we're just going to see things picked up, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
so.
I think this game's pretty much done. It's going to be interesting to see how many points Paul can score in the end.
Genuine question. What would you like to see, like, GW do to sort of combat this oppressiveness of newer codexes? Is it just obvious codex creep?
Stop changing date sheets to make stuff better and dropping points at the same time.
Yeah.
Either drop points or change the date sheet. Don't do both. It's making stuff way too efficient. But stuff's getting better. Stuff's getting more killy. And then they're dropping points. Why? Because you buy more.
Yeah.
That's why. It's obvious. It's so obvious. They need to focus on either balancing the game or just leaving it as it is.
Yeah.
You know?
What do people in chat think the solution is? I'd love to see sort of like...
It's just so brutal.
Is it getting to the stage now where it's so blatantly obvious what is happening, if that makes any sense? In the past, we could sort of like, I'm thinking 8th edition, yeah? Where codexes and supplements came out and we could sort of see it happening.
It was a slow progress, you know?
Yeah.
The older armies started getting left behind, but that's okay because they're the older ones. And then it was like months ahead. But then they got a couple of updates. Everyone got updated all at the same time with Psychic Awakening, you know?
Yeah.
It felt like Games Workshop did the thing where they all got rules all at the same time. It was like a couple of months, and everyone got updated, and every army was in like a really, really strong position, you know?
Yeah.
Every army could compete, which was fun. Except for Space Marines.
Yes. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Space Marines got nerfed a bit too much. But yeah, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Yeah. Especially in our position where we just want to bring so much cool content, and we have the opportunity to, but people are just getting so like disheartened and you know.
Well, it's little stuff like, for example, we've seen teased on Warcom that the Flesh Borers for the new NIDs are going to be strength 5. That's something we've never seen before, as far as I'm concerned.
No, exactly.
And that just feels, compared to bolters, for example,
the bolter.
It's just what?
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Wait, like, okay, we get that the rules aren't always built to line with the law, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But there has to be some element of this is better than that. A Space Marine is better than a Flesh Borer.
Yeah, the whole point was they're supposed to be like gargoyles and termagants are crap compared to Space Marines, but you get loads.
Yeah.
You can't make them better in shooting than Space Marines and give them loads. That just doesn't make sense. It's just so annoying. It's annoying.
I feel like, and you're welcome to disagree with me on this one, I feel like GW's complexity in codexes right now is making them lose sight of what is possible in the codexes they are writing.
I don't think they understand what they're writing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
They don't quite understand the scope of what they're doing. They don't understand what they're doing. I don't think they realise just how good they're making stuff until it happens. Yep. Unless it's either they have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
They don't know what they're writing. They don't know. They think, oh yeah, this will be fine, right? Giving it playtesters probably giving them like, you know, feedback, and then thank you very much for the super chat, Silo Control. Really appreciate it. Thanks for $5. You're entered to a giveaway to play a game we're moaning about.
Done.
But either they don't know what they're doing and they're just doing stupid stuff because they don't know, or they're going, we'll make this broken because it will sell. There is no in between.
Yeah, for sure.
There is no in between. That is the only explanation. The only two.
Is this? I feel like we're having therapy right now, Mike. I don't know if chat agree. I'd like maybe chat that sat there on a Sunday afternoon painting at home, maybe nodding along. Let us know. But I feel like this is some sort of like therapy where we're just having a nice, while there's a little lull in this game, discussing why we think things are currently going wrong in the competitive scene for 40k. Yeah.
I think the game is great. It's the codexes.
Yeah.
They're just being too. They need to. What we should do is wait for the army book to come out and then bump everything by 20% in points.
Yeah.
On everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Sure.
You know?
I also think that, like, there's some sort of, like, we've discussed this when we try and play games or battle reports. There's, like, a tier system in codexes. Yeah. Codexes that we can't put against other codexes for fear of it being a boring game to watch. Yeah? We
have to put Custodians against the newest book.
Yes.
It's the only way, you know?
And it's little stuff like when we don't know the power level of certain new books until you play them a couple of times. And it takes you a few bad games to realize how strong something is. Does that make any sense? And you're just like, right, Custodians, we now know the limitations. We can't play them against certain books. Let's call it. You can't put Chaos against Custodians, for example.
Yeah, guard. Sometimes not even Space Marines.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's sad because you're a big Space Marine fan, and it feels like they don't really have a list currently to compete at the top level.
Wow.
They don't really.
I still root for my Iron Hand boys, you know? Maybe you'll see them on stream on Thursday. On a live battle report.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, that's about it. You know, there's no other way to run them.
No.
Raven Guard, all right, cool. They're pretty decent. They're not great, though. No, it's just frustrating, I think. It's just frustrating. But that's not to shit on the skill level of these players. They are both fantastic players. Mikey's a fantastic player. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, he's a dickhead for playing Harlequins. It's not his fault.
God, no.
He's buying his army and he's playing it because it's good. Why would you not? The problem is Games Workshop. It's a rules writing.
All that thought. Just want to like explain to everyone in the chat.
The root cause. Sorry, go on.
Squigosaur has gone from a psychic phase.
Of course he is.
Okay.
Yeah, one wound.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to insult anyone who plays any army. I'm saying that there's a fundamental problem.
Yep.
And it starts at Nottingham.
Yeah.
You know, it starts in Warhammer Worlds HQ in the head office where they write things down and then they drop the points. That's where the problem lies. That's why Games Workshop, listen, I'll be a playtester. I will help you. I am the best 40k content creator on the planet, okay, as proven at No Retreat Legends, okay, and then I will help them
fix
their game.
Cool.
I will help you. I'll do it for free.
DW, this is a proposition from Mikey. He's literally saying right now, let me help you.
My only stipulation
is
I'm going to put playtester in every single video title because it does work. Look at Tabletop Titans, look at Vanguard Tactics. You know, it works.
Yeah,
All right, so I'll put playtester in every title. All you have to do is make me a playtester. Mongrel, thank you much for the £8. Really appreciate it. Thank you much for the super
He's not asking for much, GW.
I'm not.
At all.
I'm not. It doesn't even affect you. It
makes you back to the game for 1 second. Just a tidying up of some of the primary and secondary points. Little things like the Squigosaur boss couldn't actually get engaged because he's not 3 models. Obviously, that's a change. So there was just a
boss. The beast boss is a monster, isn't he? He would count for engage, but he's dead.
He's dead anyway, but
so he does not count.
Yes. So just want to check, yeah. But yeah, basically just some tidying up some points. Basically, let's be honest, his mic's in the bag. This, Mikey, back to fixing codexes, okay?
I could say all day.
If you had a codex done last Christmas, I'm thinking Necrons, which has had a little bit of a buff. I'm thinking things like maybe Dark Angels, maybe some stuff that came out around then, yeah?
I think Death Guard, Necrons, Space Marines all have solid, well-written books.
Yes.
They are good, but not broken.
Yep.
Ever since, it's just been ridiculous.
Yeah. Those first books were, I would argue, evenly well-balanced, yeah? They were. And it felt like you had play in different ways. Then they added some stupid supplements on for the Drakari, which we knew this broken succubus with the Triptych Witch, all the other stuff. And it just felt like at that point they lost control of their own release schedule. You know what I mean? They were like, things are coming out that shouldn't be coming out. Crusher Stampede, you know, and stuff like that. So.
Speaking of which, we just lost all of the scrapjets.
We just lost what?
Well, all the scrapjets. Where are the scrapjets, Tom? There's a handshake.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
The handshake's just happened.
What was the scrapjet deleted by?
Probably Void Weavers.
I've just heard the word Void Weavers in my ear, so we can confirm that I believe that is game.
Excellent.
There is nothing left on the table.
There is nothing left on the table bar Harlequins, but that is everything. Sometimes that is just how the game goes.
I've heard there's one Stone Boy left. Just one Stone Boy. I mean, they've shaken, but anyway, there was one Stone Boy left. Or it wasn't a tabling. Therefore, we can declare it wasn't a tabling.
They just didn't quite want to roll those dice out.
No,
but what a game. That is it. Mike Porter going on to win the event.
I would say so. I mean, we'd have to check.
Robbo won his game, which means Dylan is on 4-1.
Yep.
Robbo is also on 4-1.
Yep.
Mike being the only person on 5-0. So Mike Porter going on to win the event once again. With Eldar and Harlequins. You know, he ran Eldar Harlequins at Goonhammer in October, so he's been playing them for a while now. But that's it. That was a great game. It was fun.
Do you know what was a great game? And I explained to Elliot while you were away. The best part about that game is that was an exact lesson in how to play the new Harlequins. Exactly. We all got to watch along and see how Mike's brain works, and he did a perfect job.
He did.
He used stratagems at the right time. He used luck dice at the right time.
He did.
We thought he threw away a solitaire. That solitaire was a distraction card effect.
It sure was.
It was incredible. So I think Mike played that super well. Really well.
So fair play to Mike. Congratulations to him. Fair play to Games Workshop for writing a great codex once again. Well, those competitive players, but really fun game to watch.
Yep.
Sorry if we moaned too much at the end.
No, it's therapy.
We're talking about the state of 40k. We're not going to tiptoe around it. We're going to bring you the hot gossip.
Yes.
Tell you how it is. Okay. Yeah. It's annoying. That's what it
is. Yeah, I think it's annoying when we've had, I would argue, 4 really great games on the lead up to this. Most of them very close, and it just was a bit of a. It was from turn 2. As soon as turn 2 started, we knew it was going to be a whitewash because
we knew the writing was on the wall.
Yeah, we knew that Paul had to commit to try and stop him just losing units. He lost so many Squig Boys on the Squig Hog things. Yeah,
I agree.
And as soon as that happened, he was playing into Mike's hands. So yeah,
exactly.
But again, if you've been watching at home, we hope you've enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed our commentary? Have you enjoyed Mikey?
Do we moan?
You know,
moan too much? Should I be a playtester? Should we say thank you to Balrock for the £6 super chat, who just entered themselves into the giveaway once again for this Eldritch Omens box set. So if you'd like to win, now is the time while we roll out around the event our little catch-ups, and then we'll give this away, and then we can make a move. We can call it a day.
Balrock, I'm holding something that could be in your hands. You never know, yeah? And if you want to be like Balrock and you want to be a legend to support what we've done this weekend, because it has been a labour of love, is what I'm calling it, Mikey.
Yeah. It's been emotional.
But we also do need some support. So, you know, if you want to win yourself some and support us at the same time, we'd be forever grateful. So thank you so much.
So thank you very much. But yeah, it's been fun. We've had 5 fantastic games, 10 fantastic players all on stream. Well, 9, because one of them we had twice.
Yes.
We had Mike twice.
Yes. However, just the last update, that is the scores accurate. So
98-28. Okay.
Yeah. Bear in mind, 10 of those are for painted as well. So technically, That is 18 points scored.
That's brutal. And obviously, between Robbo and Dylan, who are on the second table, Dylan losing 32 to 100. So Robbo managed to get that massive 100 on the final game. To knock Dylan out from being able to come first.
Yes, true. Yeah. So basically, Robbo's done Mike a favour after Mike just won against Robbo. It's a bit like backwards, isn't it?
Exactly. But no, we've had 5 fantastic games. What did we start with? We started with Orks and G's to the Colts. Then we had Raven Guard and Death Guard. We had Custodes versus Crusher Stampede.
Yep.
We had Custodes versus Drakari Harlequins, and finish off back to Orks, back at the root cause. Orks versus Harlequins. And Mike taking the win.
And we've had 2 lovely helpers this weekend as well.
We've been all 4 of us. This has been the team Hellstorm this weekend. We've had me, we've had Elliot, we've had Billy, we've had Tom. It's been great. It's been fun.
Yeah. How did you find that game, Billy? You were table boss. What did you think?
They are so on the ball with their playing. They're so good at playing. It was just hard to keep up in terms of being a table boss. But the level of play was just out there. I think the Harlequins and the Harlequins are just insane. They really are.
They're really good.
The Orks did what they could, but to be fair, it was one-sided.
Elliot, did you learn things about cameras?
I learned lots about cameras. I learned about digital zoom.
They did, 1080p and 1080i.
Yeah. I learned how best to listen to what's going on and see what's going on, and then hopefully position a camera before you even go, I wonder if we can get an angle on that.
Yeah.
Although, what I have learned is that sometimes there are units that are in buildings that both cameras can't see.
Which is great.
Wow. Chat, you are getting the real behind-the-scenes stuff.
If the wires were long enough, we would have. We would have.
Yes.
But no, it's been really fun. So thank you to you guys for helping out this weekend. It's been great.
When do we get paid?
Anyway, we're going to do the giveaway now. We're going to do the giveaway. So if you have Super Chat or become a member this weekend, then we are about to do the draw for your prize. So make sure you join the Discord. So if you do win, I do message you. But we're going to give that Eldritch Omens box set.
Do you want to hold that?
There is 87 entrants. 87 entrants.
87. Were you part of that 87?
I'm going to generate it a couple of times. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. It's number 76.
Which means...
It's Balrog! Congratulations, Balrog! You've just won an Eldritch Omens box set, so congratulations. Make sure you please join our Discord, drop me a message, and tag me in the Discord.
Balrog, thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who super chatted or became a member or who donated in any way, shape, or form. Genuinely, we couldn't do without you guys.
Really appreciate
so thank you.
Again, if you want to support the channel, you can like the stream, you can subscribe, you can become a member anyway. Even if you don't win, it's always good to support what you enjoy to love and watch. Yes. You can also come to one of our events on the 9th and 10th of April. You can buy some merch at the website. You can buy some merch you can buy some clothes at hellstormwargaming.com. Congratulations to Balrog. Please, again, join the Discord today.
Yep.
Let me message you on there. That'd be really good. And that's it. We're going to call it a day. So thank you, everyone at home. Thank you, Elliot.
Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Yeah, love you all. I'll say it twice.
It's
been a great weekend.
Billy's turn.
Thanks a lot, guys, for joining in to see this. Thanks a lot to the players that took part, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, everyone. It's been well mint.
It's been well mint.
Well mint, on it.
This has been Last of the Summer WineHAMMER 2, Last of the Summer WineHAMMER 3 happening in September. Make sure you follow the Facebook page if you want to get updates for that. And hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow for a live session of saying why I hate Harlequins.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.